See if I can make you uncomfortable again.
You always make me uncomfortable, Rory.
Come on, Eden. I know you dancing in the control room right now.
This is a sick record.
This was my shit in junior high. I definitely put this on a CD for a girl.
What was her name?
She's a listener still.
Good.
Hey, Ashley. It's
Hey,
always
Ash.
Ashley. Why is it always Ashley?
Ashley's may have broken the most hearts in junior high school.
100%. And maybe in real life.
Yeah. Ashley's is always breaking hearts for sure.
Ashley's are just not good people, I'm starting to think.
Do you know Ashley that's not cute?
I don't think I really met an ugly Ashley before.
Yeah, I've never met an ugly Ashley. I never met an ugly Ashley and a ugly Erica.
I know some ugly Ericas.
I think I know. Well, the one Erica you met in LA that drove us to the hotel, my friend Erica, she's very pretty. But I know some ugly Ericas.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know no ugly.
She's a
Ericas.
bad Erica.
Yeah, like she's beautiful. I don't know an ugly Erica though.
I'm trying to think if I've ever. Tammy's up there, but Tammy's always a hoe, and that's just Wayne's fault.
Mm-hmm.
There are the names that rap has ruined. What young M.A.? She ruined someone's name. Stephanie now is just always just gives head. Like you see a Stephanie, like, oh God. I already know what the type of time she's on.
You're already judging her from the gate. Like we heard about you.
And Tammy's always a hoe because of Wayne.
Yeah. DMX killed about 47 names for us.
Yeah, for sure.
At a very young age.
Can you wife a girl that was mentioned in
It's almost hard not to. He mentioned every girl in the English language, I think.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you the listeners the name of that song, but it is a great song.
Yeah. Classic, legendary. I listen to it every weekend.
The fact that Cisco was harmonizing that, like screaming it. I want to.
Cisco had a very interesting career. Like we don't talk about Cisco enough.
Well, there's Drew Hill Cisco, and then there's Cisco.
No, I'm talking about Cisco. Like Cisco had a very interesting solo career, man. We don't speak about it in the culture enough.
I mean, what? Of course, it was a career, but was it much of one?
Yeah, I think so.
What were the hits outside of Thong Song? Because he kind of MC Hammered himself with that record.
Thong Song?
Yeah.
You think so?
Incomplete. That was a joint.
Yeah, Incomplete was a banger for sure.
What was the name of the album that Thong Song was on?
Release the Dragon.
Unleash the
Dragon.
Oh,
Unleash the
I
Dragon.
take it
Unleash
back.
the Dragon.
That album was kind of hard. Unleash the Dragon was fire.
That's what I'm saying. Like he had an interesting solo career, man. It just disappeared so quickly. Like, and I'm not sure if like is it because the era changed, you know, R&B changed so quickly.
I mean, he would kill in this era. Like, they applauded Frank Ocean for coming out. Cisco had to hide it.
Is Cisco gay?
At Rory.
What? I thought he came out. No,
First of all,
he has a belly button tattoo.
Thinking somebody came out is just hilarious. Like you can't think. You have to know for sure if somebody has announced that they are.
Oh, okay. Well, if he hasn't and is not, in fact, it's not my business.
So you just open the closet door.
I'm the first one that thought Cisco was gay.
No, not thought it, but you said like he came out. I don't know if.
I thought he did.
I don't know. Maybe he did. I don't know.
He did not.
Okay, well, he did not.
He was wearing a thong in the thong song. He was the only one in the video with a thong on.
He says that he's not.
That's what he said?
Mm-hmm.
But he's from that old school era where you have to like deny it. He's not from this cool progressive era where like we'd be like, oh no, we don't care, bro.
But
like everyone's known we don't care.
Or what if he's not gay? That's just an option you totally got rid of?
Cisco?
Yeah.
Drew Hill Cisco, no, I didn't think he was gay. Cisco, I thought was gay.
When Unleash the Dragon, you thought that was his coming out party?
Unleash the Dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What straight album is called Unleash the Dragon?
I don't know.
Tell me what straight album.
I don't know, man. It's just funny. The dragon period. When you put the dragon in anything, it's just funny.
I think when Genuine came out with Differences, I feel like that just bodied Cisco's career. I feel like that might have been the turning point when he was singing in that abandoned house.
we gotta look more into that. Like what was the demise of Cisco? Like what was the definitive moment that happened in R&B where it was like we just stopped fucking with Cisco?
TRO. I'm telling you, he MC Hammered himself, and I don't know how we got on a fucking Cisco conversation, but I'm not mad at it. He did the Drew Hill traditional R&B shit that we loved, and then he made a super big pop song, and he had to maintain being Cisco and not in Drew Hill anymore.
Yo, you used to go downtown to TRL and stare up at the window and
No,
wave?
I never did.
And wave.
Rory definitely was outside on Broadway waving at the window.
Waving at Blink 182.
Definitely waving at Blink 182 for sure.
Carson.
It was somebody down there one day. Like I was walking by and you knew all the kids like used to be outside, so you knew that's when TRL was taping. Mm-hmm. I forgot who it was, but I was actually like happy that I was down there at that moment. I forgot who it was though. It was somebody I liked. I was like, oh shit, really?
I never understood, even as a kid, I never understood. And I watched TRL after school every day. But like, what am I going to do? Like look up, I could just watch the show.
Well,
like,
no,
I can't even hear the show.
No, but then
I'm
they
just
got
looking at a window.
It was a thing where the artist would come to the window, wave at you.
I remember.
Because remember, it wasn't no social media. That's how you saw your favorite celebrities,
That is
your
true.
artists. You had to go to
You had to
Times
quietly.
Square and TRL MTV building and wave at them. And then sometimes, what was his name? That hosted the show?
Carson
Daly. He would invite people up from the street. That was cool. That was like a cool thing they would do. Invite some fans up from outside.
I sat next to Carson Daly at I think the Salon show.
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah, he looked good. All right, whatever happened to Cisco, then what happened to Carson Daly?
Ryan Seacrest happened to Carson Daly.
Ooh, spicy.
Damn.
Yeah, it was Ryan
Seacrest got him out?
Yeah, Seacrest got him out of here.
Because he had admitted he was gay. See?
Did Seacrest, Ryan Seacrest gay?
Yes.
All right, man.
Really? I didn't know. Bro, I don't keep up. I don't know who's announced. I don't keep up with the announcements.
You're not on the email list?
Nah, I don't know who's
closet
gay.
list?
Yeah, like I don't know.
I guess that's true. Because Carson Daly, he should be doing all the shit that Ryan Seacrest is doing.
Yeah, Ryan Seacrest. And then once American Idol became what it is, Ryan Seacrest got everybody out of here.
And then Terrence J showed up.
I don't know if Terrence J was able to really.
Seacrest is not gay.
Thank you, Jesus.
Sorry.
We just putting gay on everybody today.
Ryan Seacrest has never come out officially as gay.
What do you mean officially?
He's
How do
leading
we
into
know
the
this?
rumors. He's leading into the
He
rumors.
ain't get his gay verified check.
Yeah, like I don't understand what's happening right now. Why y'all just telling everybody to come out the closet?
Listen, I killed off Willis from Different Strokes. So
Yes,
on
you
this
did.
podcast, I just be saying anything apparently. I'm sorry, Todd Bridges.
Thought he was out of here?
I thought everyone from Different Strokes had passed.
No, Todd Bridges.
I
is still-
apologize.
yeah.
And if I made Cisco and Ryan Seacrest gay, I apologize for that too. Whatever their sexual preference is, they're both very hard workers.
Exactly. Unleashing Dragons on
Unleashing
American
American Idols.
Oh man.
What do you think about Madonna and how she's been looking?
How she's been looking?
Yeah, with her IG photos.
I think Madonna looks good for her age.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she's still like in shape. I think she I mean she's white people, y'all age bad, so we're gonna see the age.
It's racist.
Maul says that every episode.
They do though.
Every episode.
Y'all say it.
He reminds y'all.
The only reason I say it is because y'all say it.
I mean, you don't have to keep reminding us.
I mean,
where we
but
have mirrors. Like
yeah,
I wake
but
up every morning and I look in the mirror.
But it's kind of like a thing. It's part of the aesthetic.
It's part of our aesthetic is
yeah.
aging shitty.
Yeah, it's part of like white people aesthetic. It's like y'all know y'all gonna age bad, but like y'all do things like yoga until you're like 70.
For sure.
Keep your body tight, things like that. So yeah, Madonna, she's still in shape.
I guess. I'm starting to get grays.
Grays in the red. Mm-hmm. You scared?
I
You
am.
seem like you scared. Why?
I'm terrified. Shorty said I look good as a silver fox though, and I don't know how to feel about that.
You want to be a silver fox?
Instead of like salt and pepper, I'm like I'd be salt and ketchup or some shit.
Yeah, I could see.
I just don't know if I have the cool George Clooney look. I think I'll just look like an old white guy.
No, you got to let the grays come in though.
Oh no, I've left. They're there.
I got some popping up. And I'm kind of scared, but I'm just like, yeah, what are you gonna do? I still have all my hair.
Well, you're trying to fuck Mary J, so I mean, she's probably used to older guys.
See, you see how fast? You see how fast things? See, I am not. Please don't put that out there.
But if she was interested, would you?
And Mary?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
But you
Mary?
saw what happened with her last situation. We don't ever judge women and what they did in their last relationship.
No,
Her
we
husband is
definitely do.
suffering.
Is he?
Well, I mean, he's getting paid now. But
I don't think
for
I'm
all
about
the
to say,
suffering that she put
I
him
don't
through.
think he's suffering at all. I think he's good.
All right.
Mary looks great. If you haven't seen that video, go look at that video. She looks good.
Okay, how'd the music sound though? You keep saying she looked great.
I mean, it's Mary. The music sounded good. I hate the song with Khaled. I hate
not a
that
big
record.
fan.
I hate that record.
I can't. When was the last?
I hate when iconic, legendary artists like that far in their career start playing with autotune.
Mary's always used autotune though.
No, but this
But
is
not
like
in- it's
this is like
drastically
heavy
different.
autotune. This is like almost you want to go club with this autotune.
I don't know. Even like with her, J-Lo, Ashanti, them just trying to get into the new. They should stop trying to get into the new world of music. Like when Ashanti did that Ty Dolla record, it was like, all right, I'm glad Ashanti's making music again, but this was clearly a Ty Dolla song on his hard drive, and he said here, and then she just kind of harmonized around it. I just don't need Ashanti. Like, keep making your shit.
Why do you think it's so hard for those type of artists to transition into the new sound and the new era?
Because they're out of touch and they're just following the people that are in touch, and sometimes that does not coincide. Why they were so good during their era is because they were so in touch in what was going on and what was being made and being innovated and all that shit. Now they're old, which I get. They're in that iconic status where it's like, dog, do I really need to do this anymore?
Yeah.
And then they meet up with a Metro Boomin who's in touch with what's going on, and it doesn't resonate because now they are trying to do a sound they know nothing about. So they sound crazy.
Yeah, I think that, you know, it's tough because you want to, as an artist and an artist that's been in the game for a long time, you want to remain relevant. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you chase the sound and you chase the trend, but it just hurts when it's an artist that's already stamped as a legend icon when they start doing it. It's like, yo, just keep doing what you do. Like, you don't have to jump into this world.
Or don't do anything. Just go on tour and sing the songs I love.
Yeah, or that. You know, or that too.
Keep your money.
Or just stay with your core. Stay real R&B.
Yeah.
Like, stay right there. And don't worry about the numbers and, you know, radio and all of that. Just continue to give who you are. Like, don't start, you know, experimenting with different sounds and different trends. I hate that.
And well, a lot of older icon artists too still have like their same manager, which is great, but their manager also hasn't worked in a really long time either, and they're just as out of touch. Like Nas has Anthony, and Anthony is in this shit fully. Like Anthony fully understands what's going on right now. He knows what is going to work and what's not going to work. So Nas doesn't have to stay up on everything like that because he has a young manager that totally understands what's going on in music. That's why Nas, and of course it's Nas too. I also want to give Nas credit, but that's why Nas doesn't look fucking crazy out here, and how he's aging so well, where he is with Hit Boy, but it's still the Nas that we like. Like, you need to have a manager that gets what's going on at the moment. Absolutely. So you don't have to, because once you become an icon, naturally you become out of touch. You're a fucking icon. Yeah,
because you're not paying attention to what the younger generation is doing. I think for an artist like Nas, though, he just basically fixed what was kind of sort of the knock on him his whole career, which was the beats, the music. Like, I'm sure he heard it, like people saying, yo, Nas' beat selection is terrible and all of that. And I think that him linking with Hit Boy, which basically revitalized his career and got him that was his first Grammy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was just a direct, you know, it's like, okay, I'm tapping in with the hottest producer right now in hip hop, and not even just hip hop, maybe the hottest producer.
For sure.
And locking in on a sound that's not too far left from what Nas sounds like. It's still true to his, you know, his sound, but just more current.
I think we leaned into that. Yes, Nas has had bad beats before.
But it wasn't as bad as people made it out to be.
That's become a narrative that I think is just one of those that's become trendy and cool just to say
it. Yeah.
Nas is not a terrible beat picker. Like,
no.
He's had his moments where it's like, all right, man, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But I could name every single artist we put in our top 10 having those moments as well.
Everybody picks bad beats. Everybody has terrible production on some albums that we love. But I just think that was something that people just stamped Nas with. Yeah, for whatever reason. They were just like, yo, he's terrible at picking beats. And I don't even know if Nas picks his own beats. Like, he probably has, you know, his favorite producers that he reaches out to for send a batch through and this, that, and the third. But I don't think he picks the beats by himself.
Outside of Hate Me Now, this is where I think we need to change that narrative. Nas picks bad beats with the A-list producers. Every time he gets with one of those big producers, I feel like they missed the mark. And when he does, like, the regular shit, he picks great beats.
Okay.
Because a lot of on I Am, when he was doing Trackmaster shit, Dre shit, I think, is Timbo on I Am? I forgot. He just picked bad beats for the time of the iconic producer at that moment. Whereas Jay would always get the best beats from the biggest producers. And Nas just always fell flat, I feel like, with A-list producers. But when most of his albums are not A-list producers. And
right.
they're fine there. Like, Get Down is a fucking amazing beat. I don't know who did the beat. Like, when Nas does regular shit, he's fine.
We was having a conversation this weekend about some of our favorite rap artists, and when they get into their later part of their careers, just having like a lot of terrible albums.
Let's not be PC. Come on. I know y'all said names. Say 'em.
Snoop has a lot of terrible albums.
Snoop has more shitty albums than he has good ones.
Yeah, and I love Snoop. He's one of my favorite rappers ever.
He's the most famous rapper.
But when you sit back and start going through like your iTunes library and like listening to some of Snoop albums, you're like, all right, what was Snoop giving us right here? Like, what was he doing? Like, we didn't need this album right here.
I mean, he continued to put out. Snoop always finds a way to stay relevant musically because he's fucking Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
And he'll catch one, and then you'll go to the album like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm glad I just have the single.
Yeah. Like, it's just like, but it's he has a lot of albums like that.
It's like 15 albums.
But
how many albums does Snoop Dogg have?
Definitely has more than 12 albums for sure. But he's probably the most famous rapper ever.
He's the most famous rapper ever.
So it's like, I love Snoop. He has classic, Doggy Style, what that did for, I'm like, I had to, like I said on here before, sneak to listen to that album. So that is like a very special album to me because it was something that I wasn't supposed to hear.
Yeah.
And,
Snoop Dogg has 18 studio albums.
18?
18 studio albums, 5 collaborative albums, 17 compilation albums, 25 mixtapes.
He put out at least 15 of those with Master P in like a week. Remember when No Limit put an album out like every Tuesday?
Oh my God. They was doing the Ye shit before Ye.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Master P was doing that before Kanye, for sure.
M is on that list, which I've said. Almost every iconic rapper, if you start going through the amount of time they've had in albums, it doesn't balance out well.
Hip hop said an interesting thing. He said once rappers make 100 records, it's usually like a crazy fall off after that.
He's saying put out 100 records or make 100 records?
Maybe put out.
Well, that's a lot of fucking music. If you're doing 14 on average per album, getting to 100, that's a lot of music.
Yeah. But he was like, once you put out 100 records, songs, it's kind of like, what else you gonna do after that?
I mean, I felt that way with Snoop after like the second album though.
After 20 songs? After 22 records?
And then Sexual Eruption came and I was like, oh, he's back.
Yeah.
But there was like a gap of 15 years there.
Yeah, it was somebody else we said. I know Snoop was one of them. We was like, we love him, but he had some albums that we wish he would have just like kept. And it was somebody else I think we mentioned.
Did we say M?
You said M. You just said
but M, but we been knew that.
Yeah. Again, iconic artists, iconic rappers, legends.
You know what's funny with someone that's been super consistent as far as putting out music? Wayne hasn't really run into that. There's been a dud or two that Wayne has had album-wise. But Wayne
how
is
many
one of those,
albums has Wayne put out though?
like he's consistent with how much music. He's not one of those legends that only puts out an album every 7 to 10 years. So it's like, all right, you're not even leaving room for mistakes.
Yeah, but
he
Wayne
puts out constant music, and if you look at his scale of albums of the great ones versus the duds, it's a very high percentage of great.
Yeah.
Which outside of Drake, Jay, who else would be on? I mean, Dre doesn't count because he hasn't put out that much. I'm thinking of people who put out music constantly. There's a very low list in that
of legends that have
their discographies are great.
It's great, yeah. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. Once you attain a certain level of success and, you start living a different lifestyle, it's hard to, because it's like you're almost in cruise control.
Yeah.
You're not really going hard. You're not really like that, into, because you're probably doing a whole bunch of other shit now, into a lot of different businesses going on and shit like that. So the music suffers.
Well, success can alter your mind in a bad way. You
Absolutely.
get super comfortable and really feel like you're right. Like, look what I just did on these last 3 albums. Like, I gotta be right on this one. And it's like, dog, take a second.
Yeah, you see it all the time. They're like, this is what I do. I know what I'm doing. It's like, yeah, but things have changed. The sound have changed. What the people want to hear is different now. What's going on in the world is different. But yeah, it was somebody else on that list we was talking about. But either way, I don't know.
Y'all ready to address that Chris Brown? Not all his albums hit, or no?
Not all of his albums hit?
I've been on record saying I'm not a big fan of Chris Brown's albums.
None of his albums?
No, of course he had.
Oh.
Look, don't get it twisted. It's fucking Chris Brown. Still one of the best artists ever. But his albums don't match up to his artistry. Like the full albums. And I know I'm kind of in the minority on this. This is just my personal opinion.
Right.
I know everyone really loves Chris Brown albums. But if you go through a lot of them, there's a lot of fucking fillers. Like, it doesn't match up to the icon that Chris Brown is. I feel like his actual albums. Like, the way we talk about certain R&B artists, you go, this is that album. This is that direct one that we could go to. I feel like Chris has never made that album.
Nah, well, which one was it Graffiti?
It's cool.
Cool? You didn't like
I like it. No,
I thought
but
Graffiti was more than cool. I thought that was a really good album.
Yes, it's cool.
you gonna just double up on the cool?
doubled down.
Like,
He
how you
doubled
just
down
change
on
the
it's
octave
cool.
on the cool? Hey, that's cool. Like,
I mean,
don't
listen,
change the octave.
and I'm gonna sound
nigga,
like a hater because I really do like Chris Brown. He's a legend.
I mean, we're talking about legends.
I
so
mean,
we
you're
don't even
not
have to
being
say
you're
that.
not being a hater. I think that you're being honest. I brought it up, so I'll take the heat for it.
Let me
That's
pull his
no,
discography
Chris
up.
Brown, so he's a fucking legend. He's an icon. I mean, but even Jordan missed some fadeaways.
X is a really, really good album.
X is good.
X is fire. It's probably my favorite Chris Brown album. The first one was cool, but if you weren't in,
This is a little
if you
too
weren't
young
like
for me.
in high school,
Yeah, it's a little too young pop.
First
Yeah,
one
it
was
was
my
young
favorite.
pop.
I
But
was
I
in
was,
middle
But
school.
y'all were younger.
Oh no,
So,
for
yeah.
sure. I'm his
For
age.
me,
so.
I was like, obviously he was talented.
It was like
You knew
Brandy's
that.
Full Moon album.
Yeah, no, it was not like Brandy's Full Moon album. It was nothing like Brandy's Full Moon album. No, definitely not.
Brandy was young.
Full Moon? Nah, Brandy was a grown woman at Full Moon, I believe.
What was her first album that she was super young on?
Brandy.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I'm talking about Brandy then.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said
Yeah,
Full
it was a couple albums
If
before.
I say Full Moon, she might have had her daughter already
Yeah.
at Full Moon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Moon. But I feel like, I don't know, like the exclusive Graffiti. Yeah, I guess there was joints on there. Fame was cool. Fortune was meh. Royalty had a few joints on it. Heartbreak, a Full Moon. I just wish wasn't 10,000 songs.
Yeah,
I
that's
know, was that Indigo?
They're both 10,000 songs.
Yeah, and I could never, and that's, I guess, just on me. I'm not going to be able to get into an album that has that many songs.
Yeah, I
just don't
can't
have
do
the
it.
patience or time.
Yeah, I can't do it.
So, yeah, Chris Brown being in that list, in that conversation with Michael and everyone that we put in that pop star shit, I agree. He's in that conversation. But if you go through his discography, the albums don't match the icon.
I
Okay.
agree.
I could be a hater.
Nah, it's not a hate.
Love
I mean,
the music he makes.
He definitely has some projects where you take a few records off that you like, and those are the ones you go back to.
I mean, with Crit, like,
It's not easy making a full project that's dope. Like, that's
Well,
another thing we
obviously.
got to speak to. Like, it's not an easy thing. That's why when it happens, like, people need to talk about it and praise it, because it's not easy for artists to sit in the studio and just give you more than 10 tracks that are just, dope. Like, that's not an easy thing.
I don't need more than 10.
but
Me
the way,
neither. I hate when artists go crazy with 22, 20. I'm like, fam, I got shit to do. The game is on.
but that's interesting with Chris Brown and how he works and how we've seen him work. He works more like a writer and a producer. Like, I feel like when Michael went in to do Thriller or Bad or something, like, they worked on one song for like a month. Like, we're only focused on this record. The way Chris works is like a writer. Like, let's work on this record for 20 minutes.
Then I'm gonna go to another.
And I'm gonna go to another record.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, all right, we'll go back to that in a second. And again, that's why we get these last two albums with 45 fucking records, because it's
Yeah.
like, you really work like your Eric Bellinger, where, yeah, I'm also a writer and I also do shit for other people and I'm also trying to make my own shit.
Yeah.
And that's how Chris does it. And I don't think that strategy lends itself to classic albums. Because you're always working on so much different stuff and you think certain parts are so dope, like, all right, let's just keep that, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, it's hot, but it's not really gonna go past the moment, I feel like. And I think that's how Chris works.
Are we gonna have an honest conversation about Silk Sonic?
What's up? I'm here.
What about it?
You think they held it too long?
They could have put that out right away.
Yeah, I like the project, but it's not lasting as long as I thought it would in my rotation.
When I listened to it for the third time, I was like, I think I just need to see this live to really enjoy it.
Oh no, we
That's-
don't even got
I-
to
I
talk
feel
about
like-
that live. We already know what that's gonna look like.
It was kind of like, I fucked with Yeezus when Yeezus came out, but it wasn't something like I ran back to all the time. And then I saw the show and I was like, oh, I get the album now.
Yeah,
Because it's something that needs to be performed. And I think with Silk Sonic, because it's so polished and so perfect, I need to hear the show and hear actual live music at the moment, that's not going to sound as polished.
Yeah, I was listening to the album the other day, and I'm just like, the music is great. The vocals are great. The lyrics, everything. It's a great project, but it just feels like go to commercial music after a while. Like, you know, you're watching an award show and the band comes on. I'm like, after the break, and then the band is just playing in the back, and it's starting to feel like that. And I'm like, is it because we've had these records for so long, the ones that we love?
Yeah.
And then it's like the new records are good, but it's like kind of like, they could have put this out like a month after we heard the records that we love, like the first 2 singles.
It reminded me of what's the Childish Gambino album? Not the one that kind of came out, the one before that. What's the name of that?
Awaken My Love.
Awaken My Love, which I do really like that album, but when he put out Redbone, we was like, oh,
this is it.
Something is coming.
Yeah.
And not to say that Awaken My Love, it's a great album to just throw on. There is no skips. It's one of those you just play. I did feel like after you gave us Redbone, you could have just put that project out.
Yeah.
Like, we were anticipating like this was about to change the world. And it was great, but it just was, all right.
It was like you were holding it, and the suspense was building, and the anticipation was building, and then we got it, and we were like, okay. I mean, it was good project, but we could have got this earlier.
And I guess that does kind of suck, the catch-22 of having an amazing single. Like, you have to build, all right, fuck, what is coming? And it's like, damn, I only put that out as a single because I didn't have anything else.
Yeah.
3 amazing singles came off of that.
Which one?
The Silk Sonic. He had Leave the Door Open.
The
Skate.
Right.
And Smoking Out the Window.
Yeah, I mean, it's still I don't want it. It's a good album. It's a really good album, but it doesn't last. It doesn't last as long as I thought. Like, I don't want to keep listening to it.
I finally watched True Story.
Okay, so now I'm pretty sure all of our listeners have watched it by now. If they haven't, then too bad.
I can't get past the 4th episode.
Really?
True Stories with Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes. If you don't know, it's on Netflix. How could you not get past the 4th episode?
Because this is very predictable.
I will say, and this is spoiler alerts, I did guess the moment Wesley Snipes came in and said the girl is dead, I said Wesley Snipes is in on this.
Yeah, because
like, that was
how
the
you just
obvious.
know she did? How?
Yeah.
That was the most obvious. It, like, whoever, if my man's fucked a girl, I'm not gonna walk in the room and check her pulse.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not.
And
that
he
was
said,
another thing.
The oxy, the big kind.
Yeah, but that
Shut up, Wesley.
What I didn't understand with that either was, I was telling my homeboy, I'm like, if I'm a celebrity and I go back to my hotel room with, let's call it what it is, a groupie, and we have sex or we don't have sex, whatever.
A woman that is very passionate about your craft.
That too. If I wake up in the morning and she's next to me dead, and I know I didn't kill her, like, I'm calling the police
Immediately.
I don't care about my public image. Oh, he had a woman in his bed.
That was
fuck all of that, fan. There's a body in here.
I thought, all right, so when they had that conversation, Kevin and Wesley Snipes, of, yo, I should report it. He's like, but that brings the cops. And Kevin was like, yeah, I know, fuck, I didn't think about that. I'm like, what's wrong with the cops right now?
Yeah, like, that's what I was saying. I was like,
I thought they were going to reveal later, like, Kevin had some crazy warrant, or like his brother had something. Like, that was never addressed. Like, why couldn't you just call the cops?
I thought when I
this
first
bitch
saw
overdosed in my bed. What you want from me?
Exactly. when I first saw the trailer for that, what I thought was going to happen was, I thought that Kevin Hart would have now become a celebrity, and in his earlier life, him and his brother killed somebody.
Yeah, okay.
And like, you know what I mean? And like, it kind of like was coming back to them now that he's a celebrity. They found a body or whatever.
Yeah. I
didn't think it was going to go the way it went. Like, yo, there's a girl in the hotel room with him and she's dead. I didn't think it was going to go that way. But it was interesting. I was mad at the end. He turned into Jason Bourne and killed 2 dudes with a headshot.
Yo,
with 2 consecutive
that
shots.
was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I said, we've never seen him on a gun range. We don't know. Like, he has tactical training? Like, what is this?
You've shot a gun before.
Absolutely.
Carl, have you shot a gun before? Yeah. Demaris, have you shot a gun before?
No.
Just know that killing 2 people like that,
that's not happening.
It don't happen like that.
I don't think a Navy SEAL is doing that.
Yeah, no, headshots too. Headshots.
Back to back.
I'm like, all right, man. Like, what's happening here? Like, I thought the bodyguard was gonna get up and then like start running back down the hole, and then I thought it would have ended like that. I didn't think Kev was gonna be the guy to take out the 2 dudes that was chasing. It was just It was like, come
with
on,
that
man.
ending, when his bodyguard did extort him at the end, wanted $6 million, how calm he was. I was like, yo, if Kevin Hart murders his bodyguard right now, I have to shit on the show. As much as I liked it. Because I thought that was coming.
Yeah.
He was so calm, I was like, all right, is he about to murder this guy in front of the news?
And then when Kev killed the dude that was trying to, the cleaner,
Yes.
the guy that was getting rid of the body, he choked him out with a USB cord, fam.
That big ass dude, Kevin Hart, is
Russian-
5'1",
a Russian hitman.
147 pounds.
I was laughing, and then seeing Kev on his I was like, yo, it's hard not to listen. I love the fact that Kev is playing in the drama.
Hold on.
I love that.
I like this show.
Yeah, I like
No,
it.
no, I enjoyed the entire thing.
yeah,
That's
absolutely.
a fucking great show. I recommend it to
but
everybody.
because it's Kev, you got to find the shit to pick apart and just laugh at because it's Kevin Hart.
But I think I really feel like now with how shows are digested and get people to talk about it, I really think they intentionally put dumb shit in scripts for us to talk about it this way. Because I really
sure.
enjoyed that show, but I'm sitting there picking it apart while I'm enjoying it. And I think that might have been the intention.
Yeah.
Because they read that script like, come on, man.
Yeah, but I like the fact that first of all, I think Wesley Snipes did a great job.
He did.
Like he was dope in that. But I like the fact that Kev is trying to get himself out of that comedic box, and you know he kind of painted himself in a corner where all of his movies are comedic.
And he's the same silly role. He's the silly guy.
And this one was more drama, more serious. But even in that, it's still Kevin Hart, so you got to kind of laugh at certain shit. Like, I think Kevin Hart knew him killing those two dudes at the end with 2 consecutive headshots. People were gonna be like, "All right, fam, like what are we doing? Like, what's happening right now? Like it does not happen like that." But it was like you said, good show. Demaris, I'm sorry you didn't make it past episode 4.
I just want to know, the girl wasn't on it, right?
Yeah,
she was alive.
Okay,
She's
I
still
figured.
alive.
I figured.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't finish watching it.
yeah,
Because
she was in
like,
on it. She was in on it. Yeah.
What's her name? What's her IG?
Nah, she was fire.
Yeah,
She could drug me and extort me if she wants.
She can extort you without the drugs.
Damn, that's how you feel about the guy?
That's a bad bitch.
She can have it all.
She might
She
be
was
able to.
cute.
She might be able to get something.
When is P Valley coming back on?
I think soon. They announced that. I think they finished.
It was a really good show.
I think January next year.
January?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so I got time to binge Emily in Paris 2 and then get right
Jesus
into P
fucking
Valley.
Christ.
Did I admit on air that I followed and unfollowed M.I. Crooked Letter?
Why'd you
Why?
unfollow?
Well, I have a big crush on her, which I've talked about for a long time. M.I. Crooked Letter, like that's the one right there.
She's beautiful.
So I followed her,
Shannon Thornton.
and like I maybe a couple likes there, maybe a little LOL comment, like yo, see this blue check, follow me. No follows.
No follows?
I gave it like a week too.
Now you gotta keep fighting.
I even went to the stories and even was like ha ha ha, and like she wasn't doing anything.
You answer some of the surveys she put up.
100%.
Yeah. You gotta keep fighting though.
I don't know. I
I
think
still follow her. She doesn't follow me.
she got a man.
I would assume so. I think it's almost impossible for a woman that's successful and beautiful to like really, really fully be seen. There's always somebody.
I think the opposite.
It's the exact opposite.
I think the
Mal.
complete opposite.
What?
I think women.
No way.
I think
it's
women
always
like
a
that.
nigga somewhere.
But
Y'all tripping.
Oh no,
as
no, for
fuck.
sure. There's always.
Yeah,
don't
that's
get
all I'm
twisted.
saying. I'm not saying she's in a committed relationship, but there's somebody she's like, he's the one, but he ain't. I'm mad at him, waiting for him to get his shit together. Like it's always something like that.
Mal,
But I
you
think-
really
Go
think
ahead.
of women like that?
I know women like that. Even I think I'm not thinking. I'm telling you. I know
Just how
plenty of
you are
successful,
too
beautiful.
busy. Just how you are too busy sometimes to be in a relationship.
I ain't
so
too
are
busy for a
women.
relationship.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying she's not. I'm saying she has somebody though. That's like she's not gonna really let somebody else too far in because she already has the person that she figures she wants to be with. But they just going through their little, you know what I mean? Like they going through their thing right now. So she'll entertain. She'll go on a date, but she ain't gonna let nobody in for real. Like she ain't gonna let nobody get too close to her. Like a beautiful woman that's successful. If she's single, like if she's saying I'm single, she's single, but there's somebody she's waiting for them to get their shit together. Like, yo, I'm mad at him. I'm not fucking with him right now. But when he come around, it's dead for everybody.
Well, I think all really successful, busy women have just that like dick in a glass box, like break when I need
Because women
it.
don't want to up the numbers.
And they
recycle
they need
dick.
to get their shit off too.
Yeah, they recycle
because
dick.
they're human at the end of the day, and they have that one guy that they know, they could call at any time, get fucked, and then I could go about my busy day.
Yeah, they could just use him.
That guy is always there for a really busy woman.
Have you ever been that guy?
Of course.
Tell
My
me
favorite
about
gotta be.
You want to cry?
No, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think I've helped with her success.
Okay. As long as you don't want to cry.
I think I'm the stress reliever.
I've been that a lot.
You seem like the type that would be
Oh
that guy.
man, I'm definitely that guy.
You're definitely a forward.
Because I'm a good listener. I've
you're
noticed that about me.
You're really not.
No, I listen good.
I talk to you all the time. You're not. A good
No, I
listener.
listen good. I just you don't like the advice I give.
You're not a good listener.
But I listen good. I hear everything. I'm like, oh, okay. Shake it off. Like, what do you want me to tell you? You want me to sit here and cry with you? No, I'm not gonna do that.
But the successful woman, I feel like doesn't, in my experience, doesn't really vent like that. They got a schedule to keep. Like, are we fucking?
They bury themselves in their work.
Yeah, I'm gonna come through. Fuck, I can't stay the night. I got an early meeting, which is great. Well, I'm a cuddler, but they're usually not even there for the vent.
Yeah.
Like sometimes if you're, because I've been that guy when I wasn't super successful. I was still coming up at the time, and I was just broke. And broke dick is great. I can drop anything at any time and come fuck you while you're being successful. Then I've been that as a successful person. They'll talk about, the stress of what success brings and all the shit they gotta do. But they're not really there to vent. They're there to fuck.
Yeah.
They'll even tell me about the guys they're dating. Like, I can't do it. He doesn't understand my life. He doesn't, he feel like he's the woman. He's always asking for shit. I'll get those conversations, but they're just there to fuck.
Does it hurt when you wake up and a woman already left the hotel after a night of passionate lovemaking?
It does. It stings.
Yeah, it does.
That's why I stopped doing it when it happened to me.
Yeah.
Men need to be hurt more so we know what we're doing to women. When these things happen to me, I look back like, damn, I did that a lot. I'm an asshole.
Sometimes
this stings a little bit.
But sometimes you gotta laugh at it. Like if a woman leaves before you wake up, like you gotta. Sometimes you gotta laugh because like, she got that off.
But did she kiss my forehead like on the way out?
No, I hope not. You are such a bitch if you let her kiss your forehead.
I was asleep. I don't know.
On the walkout?
I was asleep. I don't know. I can't control my forehead when I'm asleep.
Yeah, sometimes I've been so asleep and I wake up and it's like, yo, I don't even remember. Like I didn't hear her walk out at all. Like you grab your phone and start texting like, yo, are you okay? Like, yeah, I left. You were sleeping. You were snoring. I didn't want to wake you.
You know what's the ill shit? When a successful chick goes to your hotel and she pays the valet. Like you look at your bill and there's no $40 valet.
She paid it?
She like you got fucked, bro.
No, yeah, definitely. What did that girl tell me? Yo, I heard my friend be fucking on you. I looked at her like she was crazy. I was like, excuse me? That's how I know I'm getting older.
Wait, where
like,
are we at again?
A woman said something. I'm like, excuse me? Like,
the night I was asked if I ever had an abortion.
Yeah, she
was it the same girl?
The same girl. Like she was on a roll.
Did we never talk about that on the mic?
I think we did a
No,
little
we did.
bit.
We
Okay.
talked about it. Parts of it.
Did you ever decide? All right,
My
well, let's do
friend
follow
be
up.
fucking on you. I was like, excuse me? Nobody is fucking on me.
Did you find out who the friend was?
Yeah.
That had been fucking on you?
No, she wasn't fucking
That was
on
giving
me.
you that crazy stroke?
No, man. Nah, I didn't like
yo.
that. I didn't like that shit at all.
Women
Man,
can't
I ain't gonna lie. I looked at I felt some type of way when you said that. I was like, excuse me?
Oh, the whole room stopped.
Yeah, I was like, fucking on me. I was like, first of all, no woman is fucking on me, first of all. We're not doing that.
Why
I
not?
does the fucking.
Oh, God.
I do.
Ugh,
I can show you the
this
tape.
masculine energy.
Yeah, I don't want me doing
I'll show you the tape. I don't want to see the tape, bro.
I'll show you the video if you want to see it. But yeah.
Can we unnormalize friends showing friends sex tapes without asking?
I don't do that.
I know you don't.
Yeah, no,
I don't do that
shit.
either.
No. That's corny.
Carl and I have a friend that does that. Or did that all the time, and I used to hate that shit. Like he would
Listen, I got a deeper...
legitimately just in the morning just throw his phone in my face of him fucking. I'm like, I don't want to see this.
I got a deeper explanation for dudes that do that. I don't know if we're ready for that conversation.
Let's have the conversation.
I think dudes that do that is low key like
Look at my dick.
not look at my dick, but they might be low key trying to validate the fact that they have sex with women.
Okay.
Yes, also,
I
low
never thought this
self-esteem.
person was sus or anything, but I just thought
No, not that. It's just
I
like
just thought they were insecure and were trying to find validation through having sex with strangers.
yeah,
But
it's like, fam, we all have sex. Like I don't need you to like keep showing me your sex tapes.
and on like I'm 31. I've seen a fat ass before.
Yeah, like
I don't need to show you fucking from the back.
it's just weird, man. I've never been into that. I'm like, fam, you ain't got to do that. Like I got a homie in the group chat that he sends videos of like girls naked all the time that he's with, and I'm like,
That's also
disgusting.
like not. Well, I guess it's not illegal, but that's also some creepy shit, dog.
Yeah.
Like that woman, even if she consented to,
not sex tapes, but like they'll be in
right.
the bed naked.
but even yeah, all right. If you consent to having a sex tape with me, you're not consenting to the world seeing it. Like if I film a girl and I having sex, she's not also saying, "Hey, you can show your friends this."
Right.
Like that's not cool.
Right.
That's some nasty shit to me.
Y'all calling y'all friends out when they do it?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
No,
I'm like,
I
yo,
definitely
fam, what's
do.
wrong with you? Like I always said, I'm like, yo, stop, nigga. Why you keep? why do you keep doing that?
Carl can attest every time. Yo, stop showing me the shit.
Yeah,
like
I don't
and
want.
stop doing this.
I don't care to see shit like that. Like honestly, I never have. Like I never was into like looking at the homies having sex. Like,
Did Paid in Full
Voyeurism.
start that?
Paid in full.
Is that where we can pinpoint where
no, guys have been doing that for a while.
I'm saying, but after Paid in Full, phones became more accessible. Of course, showing sex tapes has been a thing forever.
Yeah.
But I feel like after Paid in Full, phones then hit, and then it was like everybody thought they was Rico.
Yeah, because now you got a camera now.
Yeah.
At all times. It's just weird. It's just a weird thing. But having somebody send like sex videos of like the thing that I don't like is if I know the girl. That's when I don't like it. Like I really don't like that. I'm like, come on, fam, I know her.
Well, that's really weird.
That's
the
what
friend
I'm saying.
Carl and I were
Like,
talking
that's
about has
weird.
never shown me a girl that we knew. It would always be like just some random chick.
Yeah.
That I'd feel really uncomfortable.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't like. I'm like, come on, I know her. Like she's cool. I
Oh
know
man,
her.
maybe
Yeah, like she's cool. That's the homie.
maybe I
like,
have a fucking. Maybe I do have snitch blood. I feel like I would have to tell her.
Nah, I can't do that. That's
No,
see
but
Rory go crazy.
No, but see, and
He
no,
going crazy.
no.
That's my
Nah.
homegirl.
No, and Rory,
And
I agree
and
with
I know
you.
somebody running
I
around
agree
showing your
with
sex
you.
tape. I gotta
agree
tell
with
you.
No,
I
if
agree
you
with
don't know, if you don't know the dude, like if you and the dude ain't cool, then I could. If you and Shorty is cooler
All right,
than you and
if
the dude, then
if I
I
had
could.
that conversation with him, yo, come on, like don't do that. We know her. Like that's relax. And then he continues to do it. Nah, she got to know that he's running around showing her fucking sex tape.
I can't, man. I can't do that. I can't subscribe to that. Like, if anything, I can't tell her, yo, homie is showing me y'all say. I can't do that. I can't do that. And I know what you're saying, Demaris, it's fucked up, but I just can't because it's like, it's just man shit that you just don't.
And a lot of man shit has
into.
led to a lot of toxic ass fucked
Oh,
up
for sure.
shit.
Oh no,
For
a lot,
sure.
a lot of
When
our man
when
codes
y'all
is
man's
not
is
good.
wrong, y'all need to
Oh no, I'll
not
call him out.
aid them in their
I'll call him
wrongness.
out, but I don't know if I'm running the short.
I'm not
telling
running-
her.
all right.
Like
If,
I can't.
if
do
she's
that.
your
I'm not running right away.
homegirl, if she's your homegirl,
Even
If he continues with it after I say, yo, come on, what you doing? And I find out he's still showing people that, and that's like my homegirl for real. Yes, yo, your man that you fucking is running around showing your sex tape to everybody. Yes, I gotta say that. Because that's corny.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I can subscribe to that, man.
I don't like when girls do it. I know girls that have sent shit around where I'm like, what you doing? Like, you just gonna send that to anybody? You don't know who these people know?
Yeah, but I don't know if I could if I could be the one to just tell her that this dude is doing that. Something about that. I got to think more into that. Something about that off top just doesn't feel right though. Like I don't feel like that's my place almost. You know what I mean?
So
Like,
whose
As a
place
friend
is it?
though,
I mean, I'm telling him to stop doing that. Like, yo, stop showing
okay.
people that.
Let's
But going
all right,
to her and saying, yo, he's showing. I don't know if I could do that.
Let's
I just don't
dive
know if I
into
could do that.
to our shitty man code and the contradictions.
There's a lot of shitty man code.
All
By
right,
the way.
let's say you're cool with your dude's girl. Y'all are really close. That's your homegirl, whatever. You out and you catch her, I don't know, making out with a dude at
I've
a
been
club
there.
or like.
I've been there.
Are you gonna go tell your mans?
I did that.
Of course you are.
And
So why is it different if a dude running around with your homegirl's sex tape showing it to
Nah,
people? Why you can't
it's-
run to her and tell her what's going on?
It's different because it's different because they're obviously having sex. She obviously knows he's recording. That's their thing. Now, if it was something like he had a camera hidden somewhere, and I felt like she didn't know she was being recorded, that's different.
Why is it different?
Then I might have to tell her like, yo, like, be careful with the dudes you going to see. Like, they got cameras. Like, you know what I mean? Your ass is out here. Niggas are seeing your ass.
But
Like,
if me and her agree to make a sex tape, she's not agreeing for me to show it to
no,
her.
absolutely. Which is why I said I check him all the time. I check the dude all the time. I don't know if I could run to the girl
If he
and be like,
continue
yo,
with that
he's
shit-
showing your sex tape. I don't know if I could do that. I'll check him every time. I do it now. I'm like, yo, fam, stop. Like, why are you doing that? That's corny. That's corny, first of all. Yes, you're a grown man. You have sex. Like, you don't have to prove to me that you have sex. Like, I know, I would assume that you do have sex. But to go to the woman to do it, I don't know. Now, I've been in a
Proving that
situation.
you have sex is mad
That's,
funny.
it's just crazy as fuck, and it's awkward. It's like, yo, all right, that's one of the most natural things a human can do. Now, I've been in a situation where, like I said before, I've seen my homeboy's girl out, and she was kissing another dude, and I called him and told him, and
Snitch.
he stopped talking to me. He cut me off.
Because he can't fuck with
He
rats.
cut me off. He cut
He
me
got a
off.
standard. He can't
She
fuck with
stopped
rats.
talking to me. They still together, have kids, like, and we don't speak at all anymore. And we grew up together.
If only
And I'm like, fam, I saw your girl tonguing a nigga down in the club, like tongue kissing in the club. And I'm telling you, like, yo, wifey moving crazy out here. Like, she in the club with a whole nother dude kissing. And he like, word? Nah, word. It was her. I said, fam, it's her. Like, you think come on. Like, yes. And that was the last time I spoke to him.
because you was the dude.
No, come on. You know I don't move. You know I don't move like that. You know I don't move. I'm not kissing the homies.
I
girl.
mean,
That
if
ain't
only
happening.
we had Whack 100 here to tell us if this was snitching or not. If only, but we don't.
Because, yes,
So we
he-
have to come
he
to our
is
own
the,
conclusion.
The encyclopedia of what snitching is for sure.
When it
Tonight,
come-
I'm gonna go in Clubhouse and I'm gonna find out if this is
Jesus
ratting.
fucking Christ.
Oh, he in there right now talking about he want to get out. You know, that's what Whack do as soon as he get in club. I want to get out. What? On Clubhouse, you want to get out? Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. But yeah, nah, it's certain man code shit that, you know, we got to start addressing and getting rid of, because a lot of it is toxic. But I'm not ready to come off of that hill yet. I don't know if I could tell the girl.
I'm
like, I don't know.
still subscribed to man code. It's in my fucking DNA. But there's a lot of bullshit in man code that we got to stop doing.
And there's a lot of men do a lot of shit and knowing that they're not gonna have any repercussions for it. A lot of shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of sucker shit going on out here. I'll be the first to agree with it. But you know, again, it's like I can only do my part. I can only check my homies. I can't run around checking anybody else.
I mean, don't think it's not your place till some shit happen and then it becomes your place.
That's true. That's true too. And women have. See, I always get mad when I see women giving corny niggas pussy, and like giving bitch ass niggas pussy.
Gonna happen forever, man.
Yeah,
That's
but
never
I
gonna
get
change,
mad
I'm
at it
sorry.
because I'm like, it's kind of like you. If these niggas felt like they could keep doing what they doing and they still gonna get pussy, like if they stop getting pussy, maybe they'll change their ways. Like,
I agree.
you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, how are y'all rewarding this dude?
He's doing that because it's worked
He's
before.
a sucker. Exactly, like he's a sucker. He's a cornball. Y'all know it. Y'all women have spoken about it, but then y'all continue to like.
Well, you're leaving out the fact that women can also be suckers and cornballs.
True. Yeah.
So just because she looks amazing
No.
and she gives some sucker pussy, she's also could be a sucker. Like,
Oh,
just
you-
because
you-
she looks good don't mean she's some stand-up woman.
Oh no.
Like, she could
we
still
know that.
be with the
That
fuck
we
corny
know.
shit.
That we know, but it's like you still. It's like I don't know. Women to me, it's just like I put more like, because it's at the end of the day, what does every guy want to be successful for? Not just financial. Like you hope
Y'all
women
want to
like
impress each other. That's what y'all want to do.
you. Who?
Men.
I don't care. I don't care what niggas think about me.
But you are not. You may be an exception to the rule. A lot of these dudes are out here
Oh yeah.
legitimately just to impress.
Yeah, I don't
The
subscribe
other men
to that.
that are around.
That's just weird to me. I literally don't care what other men think about me.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, that's like the standard now.
No, I know that.
I feel like.
Trust me, I know that.
You know what's funny? I feel like because pussy has become so accessible and so given away so easy, that men went from. This is gonna be a sick theory, but I do believe this. With IG and everything, pussy became so easy to get. You can legitimately. This is all consensual for all you weirdos. You could legitimately DM a chick and fuck her that day.
Yeah, it's happened.
It's become. Pussy is very easy to get at this point for everyone. Not no celeb. Everyone on earth, it's easy to get. They stopped trying to impress women because it's fucking really easy. That's why I think all these dudes out here trying to impress other dudes. Like the bar is so fucking low. It's like, well, let me find someone to validate me.
That's just weird, man.
It's
Other
super
men with
weird.
money.
I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just telling you what I've observed. I don't particularly care what men think about me at all.
Right.
Or people, period. The people I care about what they think, men and women. But I don't really care. I don't put anything publicly out there that's super successful. I don't care, but I observe men, especially out at parties and shit. Like, I'll see men meet strange men and like become bros in the club, and it's like the way you used to pick a chick up, like, you know, like you'd put on your
Cologne.
your shit. Like, I'm saying that like that person.
That's all men do is cologne. You know, we
Put on your Lacoste.
Yeah, that's it. Put on some cologne and we good.
Some cool water.
Yeah.
Like the way you would turn on that personality out at a party, a bar, a club, wherever the fuck you do social shit, for a girl that you just met, like where y'all pretend to like each other and meet each other. Like, I see men do that with men now, not to sleep with, not on like some gay shit, Like, they legitimately are meeting friends in the club. It's fucking weird to me.
Yeah, that goes back to, you know, we was talking about a while ago when I'm in the club or I'm around women, I cater to them. But that's who I'm here for. I'm here to talk to the women.
They're catering to the fellas.
Yeah, like I'm here to meet the women. Like I'm not about to be pouring the homies no Patron shots. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm making sure the women are good because that's how I was introduced to the club scene. Before everybody was VIP table. It was literally like a big club with everybody just mixing and mingling together, and the bar was where you got your drinks from.
Before you and your family ruined it.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? So you had to go find the girls.
Yeah.
Walk through the club, where the cute girls at, the groups of girls that just, you know, it's like, yo, come over here with us. We got drinks. So I'm programmed that way. Now it's like dudes be wrestling and shoulder bumping with each other to get next to each other.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm just like, I don't know what that's about because I wasn't introduced to the party scene and the club scene doing that. So that's foreign to me. Like, that's why I don't like to go out because it's just a whole different world. Like, I don't understand the rules now. Like, is it tricking if I pour drinks for a girl?
Well, I mean, I've seen in Chicago, you went.
I mean, but it was pretty women around, and they were just sitting on the couch.
You were like Tom Cruise in Cocktail, like you were.
Yeah, but you know,
you went a little OD with it.
I'm just saying, like you have to. But that's how I was raised.
Oh no, they
make sure the women are having a good time. Make sure the women are taken care of. Make sure they get home safe. That's just the way I was. You know what I mean?
But also with my theory, pussy is given because you know somebody. So I think that's also all right. So I think a lot of guys will go try to do the fake bro friend thing at parties or on Instagram because I've seen women give pussy to guys because they know another guy. Oh, you cool with him? Or like you on your Instagram doing some weird shit with French Montana and it's like, oh shit. Because the bar is so low, and I'm not saying all women are like this, trust me. But because there is that one tier of women that it's so accessible that if you just next to somebody, they think you somebody.
Yeah.
Or they don't care if you somebody. You just next to somebody. And if I got pussy off knowing another dude, I don't even know if I get my dick hard. Well, that's the weirdest thing on earth.
I was about to say now it's, you know, guys go after girls based off of the dudes she's been with. Like when you see a lot of these rappers and ball players like sleeping with the same women, it's like it goes from, yo, that's so-and-so's ex, so she used to fuck with so-and-so. And it's like, so that is like making you want to talk to her because she used to talk to this other dude. And it's kind of sort of like, you know, men and their egos, they feel like, oh, if she fucked with this dude and he's super successful and famous and I fuck with it and I gotta kind of sort of be on the same level. Like
my ego works the complete opposite of that.
Me as well. Like I don't look at it that way.
If everybody had that, no, my ego doesn't want it.
No, I try to, to me, I still love the fact of finding, like, again, I was always taught to have the girl that nobody knew. Like when you brought a girl around and the fellas didn't know her, that means you won. Cause it was like, yo, where's she from? She got friends, it turned into that. Now she was just with the homie, like last month. She was just with your homeboy three years ago. Like
you could click mutual friends right on IG. You can see right there.
It's just weird, man. I don't know if it's because, you know, the world has gotten smaller due to social media and everybody being in each other's business. But it's just like a weird like thing out here now, which is like I don't even understand what's going on.
I don't know. That's why I mind my business and just go to Ludlow House with you and Demaris on my weekends.
See, keep it safe. Keep it safe right there in Ludlow.
This is a good segue into to new music, though.
Is there any new music? Now, I will be honest, Rory. I came here earlier and I told you I'm kind of nervous about this Ross album coming Friday.
I am too.
It's the first time I've been nervous for a Ross album, a Ross release, only because it just feels so different from the other releases and albums. It's almost like it came out of nowhere. The track list didn't really like, you know, do anything for me.
It's what, just Dream Doll is the only feature, I think?
No, there's more than just Dream Doll on the album.
What are the other, did he post on his IG?
Dream Doll.
So he did a lot of dreaming.
A lot of dreaming. I think Benny's on there.
Okay.
Got a dream with Benny on there.
What's Rick Ross's Instagram? I'm sure you follow him. I'm sure he's in your close friends. Is Rick Ross in your close friends?
No, I don't have a close friends.
I was about to say, if you have a close friends, I would feel away because I've never seen you post close friends. I wouldn't be in the close friends.
Yeah, no, I don't have a close friends.
My close friends been popping lately.
Has it?
You know what my issue with Instagram is? Anytime I want to go search something, I get distracted by what's on my explore page, and I
Right,
and I
that's
don't
right.
and I don't go what I was gonna go search for.
start scrolling.
I just clicked it. Oh, all right, she's right here. Who is that?
Okay, so Richer Than I Ever Been, Rick Ross's new album's out December 10th. The track list, Little Havana featuring Willie Falcone and The Dream.
But we got that record though already, right?
Yes.
That, you know what scares me? That we already have the intro to a Ross album, and I don't particularly care for it because I love a Ross intro.
Yeah.
Apple in My Eye is one of my favorite Ross records ever, and that's saying something.
I don't know why it's like a weird way he's doing this track listing thing on this page.
Rapper Estates with Benny the Butcher.
Okay.
Just say the features. We don't have to go
Warm
through
Words in
the
a
title.
Cold World with Wale and Future.
Okay.
Wiggle with Dream Doll. Can't Be Broke with Youngin, Ace, and Major 9. Made It Out Alive with Blast. Outlaws with Jasmine Sullivan and 21 Savage. That's almost every song on the album has a a feature.
Ross and Blast, I'm excited to hear.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good pairing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a great pairing. Shit, I would put Blast on a fucking Maybach Music 7. He would be great for that.
Listen, man, you know what Ross is on my favorite rappers list.
This like COs.
This project just, I'm scared.
Who knows? It could be it. He's not whoring it out with like all of A-list name shit. That could actually be a good sign.
No, it's not the featuring. It just doesn't feel. It just doesn't feel like a Ross album.
Doesn't feel like he cares.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't. It's not that cinematic feel like where it's like a movie is coming. You know what I mean? I don't feel that. I feel it's just like he announced he's putting out an album, and it's like, but it don't feel like an album is coming.
I mean, back to our icons, and you could debate if you think Ross is an icon or not. I'm not going to debate it with you, but you can. He's older, man. He's the other ventures. I don't know if the rollout is his main focus anymore. Like, I made music that I like, and I'm just going to put it out.
But I don't need the rollout. You don't got to roll. I'm not the rollout guy. But you got to at least, I have to be looking forward to this music. I have to be like anticipating this music.
You can tell in a rollout when an artist really likes their album.
Yeah. You can tell when they know they got this is going to be crazy. This one kind of feels like, I don't know what his deal, what his business dealings are. This kind of feels like he just owes a project and he's trying to get it out the way.
I could see that.
Type of thing. Like it feels like that. Again, I don't know.
To what, Epic after Def Jam?
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, but it's just, it doesn't feel like a Ross album. It doesn't give me that feel. Now I'm hoping I'm totally wrong and I'm hoping this is one of his best projects, but it just, the feeling I have before the album coming out Friday, I just don't, it's not the same.
I mean, we shall see.
Yeah.
I got pump faked by Brent. I thought Brent Fayehouse was putting out a whole album on December 3rd.
Another Lucy.
No, I think it's a single. I think we're actually leading up to an album because I believe The Dream was involved in this record as well. They posted a photo together, I think. Yeah, Dream co-wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
And then SZA also put out, I guess you'll call it a single as well, on the same day.
Yeah.
And I'm only comparing the two because it's just showing the maturity of men and the toxicity of women was on display on Friday, at least in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
We've known Brent to have some toxic lyrics. He just harmonizes them better than Future.
Absolutely.
So they sound like they're beautiful, but he's really saying some toxic shit.
Some crazy shit, yeah.
Brent put out an extremely healthy, self-aware, transparent record to a woman.
Mm-hmm.
SZA, on the other hand, put out an extremely toxic record.
Mm-hmm.
I love this SZA record.
No, you love Toxic.
I do.
Where does Britney Spears' Toxic rank on your list of favorite songs?
I think she's an innovator because she brought the word into the culture, but no one used it for like 10 years.
And congrats to Britney.
I forgot that was a record.
She was released out of that crazy contract she had where her father controlled her entire. Yeah, so congrats to Britney Spears on that. I was about to say Brittany Renner, but congrats to Brittany Renner too.
Congrats to Brittany Renner.
Yeah, she gave.
What did she go on a press run for?
I don't know if she went on a press run, but she Coach Deion Sanders invited her to talk to the football team.
I know
Jackson State, right?
I know everyone kind of clowned that, but I think that was one of the better moves a coach has ever made.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
I think it should have been done a long time ago.
Yeah, and it's
like y'all need to know how to deal with hoes.
And it's dope coming from a guy who was so flashy and in that lifestyle as Deion Sanders. I thought that was the fly part about it. Like, this is Deion Sanders bringing in a woman who he knows his players probably follow on social media, who they probably have aspirations of dating and things like that. And to bring her in so she can talk to them and, you know, give them insight on, listen, watch out for these type of women. People had their mixed reviews about Brittany Renner doing it, but to me it was just like,
wait, what?
Well, some people were saying she just was on there talking about how she was, you know, looking. It was stepdaddy season. She was looking for a stepdaddy and all of this, and she was at a game looking for her next potential victim or
That's
whatever.
What the fuck these kids need to hear.
I agree with you, Rory. I'm just saying some people killed her for that because they were like, she was just saying all of this, and now she's trying to tell men what to watch out for, and it was just like,
what a selfless act.
Yeah, I thought she was a hero.
No, I think I'm sure some of these hoes are mad at Brittany Renner. Like, what you going down there with?
She fucking the bag
with our new crop of
recruits.
No, we trying to get over on them.
Yeah, I thought that was dope though. So shout out to Deion Sanders, shout out to Brittany Renner and Britney Spears. But back to what you were saying about SZA and the Toxic record.
All right, so SZA, I love this record. I Hate You. When I saw the title, I knew SZA was gonna come.
You know what was happening.
Because SZA,
when I saw the artwork, I was like, oh, I see it.
If SZA's coming with that type of title, we know what time it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But it did show just how toxic women are. Mm-hmm. She started the record with, I'm sick of y'all. Y'all so contradicting.
Okay.
I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
The entire chorus of I Hate You is a contradiction. How you start a record with, I hate y'all. Y'all are so contradictive. Mm-hmm. If that's even a word, contradicting.
Mm-hmm.
And then your chorus is, I've been up, heavy reminiscing, heavy on the missing on you. Wish shit was different than what it was. I've been up, baby. Lost in the lives of us, lost finding us. She misses the dude clearly.
Yeah.
And then from the pre-chorus, we get into the chorus of, yo, I hate you.
Mm-hmm. What she's really saying, Rory, is she hates the fact that she loves this man so much and she can't stop thinking about him. She wish she could get over him, but she can't.
Okay. Now, she said this in the song.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know those text messages were the contradictive shit.
Absolutely.
She's saying how much she loves this dude, wants to be with this dude. Mm-hmm. And I know all she did was curse him out via text. And now he's listening to this shit like, wait, what do you want? Do you hate me or do you want me?
Right.
So the nerve of SZA to say, y'all are contradicting yourselves. No, what's her full name? Solana. You're the contradictor.
Listen, a friend of mine that I follow, she posted something that I thought was really interesting. She said, toxic mothers are just as bad as absent fathers.
Agree.
But y'all not ready to have that conversation.
Agree.
They can be more damaging.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about that for a long time. I was like, wow, I never really thought about that.
We always talk about dating the girl with daddy issues. I've dated the girl with mommy issues. It's actually worse. Because with the daddy issues, we all know, like, sometimes women will try to find their father in you or things of that nature. It's easier to navigate through daddy issues because you're a man. Mm-hmm. When she has mommy issues, you can't fix those or try to work through those with her because that's strictly a mother-daughter experience that us men have never had or will have.
Yeah, we can't speak to the roles of women.
So the way a mother can be damaging, yes, the ability of abandonment, of course, can go in crazy places, but typically that's paired with, you don't usually have the toxic mother and not the abandoned father.
Right.
So usually those things can go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're looking for confidence from your parent and you have the toxic mother who hates her fucking life and takes out all her shit on her kid, that's a recipe for fucking disaster.
It is. And it's something that is real common, and that's why me reading that, I thought about it a lot. I thought about a lot of women that I know and the relationships with their mothers. And when you think about it, it's like, oh, okay, you can start to understand why certain things happened and this woman is the way she is and her relationship with her mom is so, strained. And it's like, but it's a thing in talking to women, I didn't realize how common it was for mothers and daughters to have strained relationships.
Yeah.
Especially as they get older. And I don't know if it's because, you know, as a mother, as your kids start to become adults, you start to feel like your place in their life has changed.
Sure.
Or if they, you know, it's just a thing of, I raised you, so I'm always above you. I'm always like you always. It's a weird thing, you know what I mean? And sometimes, you know, it affects the family in a negative way. And I think that, you know, and reading that toxic mothers are just as bad as absent fathers. Like you said earlier, it might be worse.
I mean, it's, again, always depends the person and how they deal with abandonment, because the absent father can definitely fuck you up.
We know that. That's for sure.
But I think a lot of mothers, and in my experience with women, it's the mothers that don't think they're toxic that sometimes are worse. Because we know women that have had shitty mothers.
Absolutely.
The mothers that are so scared their daughter is going to go through the same pain they went through project that in a way I feel like they may not realize. Because they'll fuck their daughter up with trying to protect them from some shit and really fuck their life up of how they're going about shit. Like women will go out and try to date, or like, I want to go out and do this, or like they'll literally protect them and hold them in there so they can't ever experience shit in life. And it's like, this is another toxic behavior over here, mom. Like you can't protect your kid from everything. And then her view on men and her view on life in itself and relationships is now only based off her mother-daughter relationship, because all her mother has done is try to protect her from being hurt.
Right.
And now she only thinks when she goes out that she's going to get hurt, and she's never experienced shit. And that's some toxic shit. And the mother's there thinking, I'm trying to protect my child.
Yeah,
no, you're not.
Damaging. That's hurting your child.
Yeah. Granted, I don't have kids, so who am I to judge? But yeah, that mother shit, we big moms up a lot, but
if this toxic,
they out here.
Oh no, for sure. I got a text from a girl I used to be cool with. She said, "Fuck you, I hate you, I'm never speaking to you again." And I almost replied, mind you, I haven't spoken to this girl in maybe a year.
After the SZA record?
This was after the SZA record came out. And I thought about it, I was like, you texted me to tell me you're never speaking to me again, but we haven't spoken in almost a year?
That means she wants to speak to you. Can we get some context? I know you're the most private person on earth, but like how did this end? How did you meet this woman? How far did y'all deal in your situationship?
I mean, we had sex a couple times.
Okay.
Hung out a few times, but it wasn't nothing deeper than that. And she thought that a girl on my Instagram, that I posted on my Instagram page, we were fucking.
Okay.
This was like family. So I didn't even entertain that.
I don't think you've ever posted a girl that you were fucking, ever.
So I was like, this is my home. This is like family. She swore up and down this was a girl I was seeing. And I was like, well, why am I even having this conversation with you? Like, I shouldn't even be explaining this. So it was just that. And she was just, you know, she went off into cursing me out, saying things that I couldn't unhear, calling me names. And it's like, once a woman crosses that line with me, there's no coming back from that.
She invited you to the Frank stand?
No. Oh. She used that. She ain't go that crazy.
Inviting somebody to the Frank stand? I hate you.
You know, she dropped the F-bomb on me. She dropped the F-bomb on me. And once a woman starts talking to me like that.
Which F-bomb?
She said, fuck you.
No, the other F-bomb.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
she's toxic.
Yeah. Oh, no.
We need to talk to her mother.
This is all tied in together. Like,
okay.
I'm trying to, like, I'm painting the picture for you. Like, yeah, no. It was, so once she said that, I could never unhear that. Like,
do you remember the last interaction y'all had a year ago?
It was putting in the Uber. She was going to the airport.
And it was okay.
It was cool. It was all up.
So what do you
think
saw that
She saw me post a picture of this girl on my Instagram, on my story, and she swore up and down that me and this girl were fucking with each other.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought that happened a year ago, and that's why y'all stopped fucking. I didn't know that's why she texted you that at that moment.
A year ago that I posted that picture. And then all of that happened, and she swore up and down me and this girl. I was like, yo, what's wrong with you? You okay? Like, this is my homie. Like,
so you haven't spoken to her since, and then she randomly texted you.
We spoke, but then I was like, yo, listen, man, like, I don't know what you got going on. Like, you think that this is a girl I'm fucking with. And even if I am, what does it matter? But she just started going crazy. And then that last conversation, like I said, she started dropping the F-bomb and this, that, and the third. And I was just like, all right, now you completely clipped. Like, I can never look at you the same again.
So why didn't you reply?
To the text?
Yeah.
The most recent one?
Mm-hmm.
No, I replied, I was like, okay.
That girl is swinging from the ceiling fan currently.
All right.
You texted me to tell me you never want to speak to me again.
You want to know how sick I am?
After we didn't speak for almost a year.
This is how sick I am. I would have saw that opportunity as a practice argument.
Nah,
I would have taken the argument for practice.
Nah, you like,
that's
no,
you got to stay sharp.
Nah, I'm sharp. But I also know when to get the fuck out of there and leave it alone.
How many jump shots Michael Jordan shot every day?
Countless.
Okay.
Who's counting? Not me.
He got 6 rings.
Yeah.
So sometimes I need to take that practice opportunity. Sometimes I need to get in the gym and do some jump shots with some shit that don't matter.
Yeah, but sometimes you
So
gotta
let me
know,
take this argument and sharpen my skills up. I ain't had an argument in a while. Let me see where I'm at with
sometimes
it.
you gotta know practicing with certain people is not healthy for your game. It's just not good for your game. It's
That's
like
fair.
this is too easy. Like this ain't this ain't no competition right here. You can't guard me. Like you know what I'm saying? So what am I even doing out here with you?
I'm dunking on a hoop that's not 10 feet.
Yeah, it's like, all right, man, let me just go sit down before I fuck around and turn my ankle out here fucking around bullshitting.
Or take my tactics from this practice session to a real game.
A real game with a real woman and get my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we not doing that, man. So I just said, okay, like it is what it is. Like we don't even speak. Like, so why are you texting me telling me you don't want to speak to me? Like we don't.
She's saying that was her way of saying I want to speak because women are fucking
like
weird.
I said, once you cross a certain line with me, and this is anybody, male or female, once you cross a certain line with me, because I'm so forgiving, I'm so understanding. A lot of shit doesn't affect me, but it's certain things that once you get to that point and you feel like you can call me that, I gotta politely back out and remove myself.
There's definitely words that cross that line.
And I think a woman, first of all, and like you said, toxicity. I know the relationship, but she comes from upbringing and all of that. So it's like you can see things tied in, but I just can't deal with that. I'm just at a different point. Like I'm cool.
Rory, what's your line? Your uncrossable line?
I don't know if it's definitely more actions than it is words. Like if I hear certain words that are said, I'll just look at you more like you immature and I shouldn't do this rather than take it personally. Because I know you saying them things because you're really upset. And the fact that you can't control your emotions to the point that you can't not use those words, I'm just going to not want to fuck with you because I think you're immature and don't know how to garner any emotion.
Makes sense.
It's not because of the words. With me, it's actions with certain shit. Words, I can unhear words. I'll be honest with you.
Nah,
words don't
no.
words don't bother me like that.
Hell
anymore.
no.
No, they used to bother
Somebody
the fuck
drop
out
an
of me.
F-bomb on you, you could never unhear that.
Oh no, I'm gonna just think you a weirdo, and like I just I can't.
We can't. Like if somebody was to come in here and call you out your name and drop the F-bomb on you,
Well, I would probably hit them, but
Okay.
I can't do that with a woman. So
what I'm saying is,
I just leave the
but you also
situation.
know that this person is somebody you could never even deal with again. Like I'm not,
oh, for sure. But I
Same
look
thing.
at it not based off because you said that word to me. I base it off like, all right, this is where you went with your emotions. Like if we're having a disagreement, I know for a fact I've never done something to somebody to warrant being called certain words.
right.
So if the fact that you can't control when you get upset, knowing I never crossed the line for you to call me any type of crazy name like that, I'm gonna just think I can't fuck with you because this is how you deal with your emotions. It has nothing to do with the words, if that makes sense. Words,
Yeah.
like if you say that, like, all right, whatever. Oh shit, not a word.
Yeah.
Like words don't bug me that way anymore. It's actions and you do certain shit. Now, if you say something and then do something different, I'm only focusing on the action. Because
It's
now
more
I know
so-
your words aren't worth shit.
And it's more also the energy behind it. Where is it stemming from?
Yeah.
Like that's what you landed on to call me that. Like based off of me posting a picture of a girl.
Like I've had
Like,
girls
that's
say
crazy.
I hate you mad loud in my face, and I know she didn't hate me, and it didn't bug me because I just knew she was upset. Now you could say I hate you. That's not really a crossing the line with words with me. But you're just emotional at the time. I'm not gonna break it off over that. But when you start getting in that other lane,
Exactly. That's what I was waiting on. It's just different. I
suppose.
can't unhear it. I'm sorry.
I would love to interview one of SZA's exes.
It's a few women I would love to interview their exes. A few of these celebrities and artists.
Not
Female
on some
artists.
weirdo gossipy shit. SZA's, I feel like in her music is a very self-aware writer. And as much as she be shitting on men, I can see the accountability every
Every now and then. She give you a
like,
glimpse of it.
There'll be like a third bar. I'll be like, oh shit, all right,
Yeah.
you get it.
Yeah. You know why he did that.
SZA's so interesting to me. I can never figure out if her life is unraveling or she has a full grasp on it, which I identify with. But
I think that's dope. When people don't know what's going on in your real life.
it's just something about SZA with her actual music and words that I want to really talk with SZA. Like, not even on a microphone.
Just kick it with her?
Yeah.
You should take it out.
She's
take
very,
it,
very
take it to
interesting.
lunch.
I mean, we go back to Maplewood, New Jersey.
Take it to lunch.
If she's coming home for
get
Christmas.
to the bottom of all of this toxicity.
Like, Sober by SZA is one of my favorite songs.
Because she wasn't
Ever.
sober?
Well, it's just a very well written and contradictive song in a very interesting way. That's why her starting, maybe I overanalyze SZA's lyrics because I identify with them so much. When she starts that record out with I Hate Y'all So Contradictive, and I'm like, SZA, I could go through all of Control, and this is the most contradictive album I've ever heard. So do you just like contradictions? Do you like this dude because he contradicts himself? Because that's
think
all
it's
you
the same
do?
dude?
No. No, I don't. SZA to me, I feel like doesn't do like serial dating, but I feel like when she dates somebody, we're gonna get a whole album. Like I think Control might have been like 2 guys. I think this album might be 1 guy. Like I don't think she's pulling from mad different experiences.
Okay.
I think she's kind of pulling from large experiences. And
all her girlfriend's experiences.
I just want to be the 4th album. That's all I'm saying. That's all I want to get to. I just want to be the 4th album.
Oh, okay. SZA will fuck your world up. Rory.
Yo, you took it right out of my mouth.
She
I
will
was about
fuck
to
your
say.
world up.
Why do you think SZA will fuck my world up?
You be in here crying on the mic. SZA?
Why do you think SZA will
she
fuck
put
my
that
world
thing on you? Because that thing look like it's potent. It's dangerous.
I mean, I've thought things before.
Yeah.
So it looks like it might be all right.
Might be
But that's a woman. I don't want to,
Yeah,
you know,
I get it. I
some
know.
of my personal
Yeah,
thoughts.
No, yeah. No, you shouldn't.
I know. No, listen, I'll put it this way. I know that thing is dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about her personality. I think she is just the right kind of toxic that will wrap you up.
I think her and I would meet the same way I just said I would have taken that argument, like the practice arguments. I think SZA and I would meet our match on who's going to decide to beef today. I think it would be the most exciting 3 months of my life. Not good or bad, just be exciting. Who knows what's going to come today?
I think you guys as demons will play well together.
It says it'll fuck you up. Her demons will beat the shit out of your demons.
No, I don't know about that.
SZA demons will fuck your demons up, man.
Rory looked at Maul and said, I don't know. I don't think you know my
All
demons,
right.
baby.
All right.
I don't think
I'm
you
still
know.
cool with mine.
She is too. They in the studio
Right,
every time she in
mine
the
is
studio.
around.
Every time she in the studio, they right there on the boards.
I'd be worried about y'all because mine is in here right now.
Oh, I love demons.
They right behind you.
Right here.
They sitting on the staircase.
They right behind.
Tell them to pick a hat. Put it on.
What you think? You think we put a closet in? No, my skeletons is in here.
Oh,
That's what this represents.
I see why you sitting in there. Now I
I'm guarding my skeletons.
I didn't do the knowledge. My bad. I didn't do the knowledge. Yeah.
One day, you know what? Punch, Reason, one of y'all.
They are not
Put me
giving
on
you-
text, man.
They're not giving you
Oh my God. Please don't.
I would be very kind and not creepy to SZA, and they all know
course.
that. I'm very close with the TD family. They would say nothing but good things about me.
Who
but
else
no,
has?
the Brent shit? I know we kind of glazed over it and got into the
Brent, it might be
toxic
time
mom.
for a new project
I
too.
actually haven't heard Brent's song.
All right,
Really?
no, but I do have
I've
to
been
get
in a
in.
good mood. I didn't really want to kill it.
No, but the Brent shit is super healthy. He's really
Let me
like,
pull up the lyrics and
he's
we'll see
being
if
super honest with his
healthy.
shit. Like, yo, you just can't date me. Like, you're gonna get fucked up. It's not toxic at all. He's telling the truth. He's the honesty that women claim they want but don't want. That's exactly, this song is all the honesty women really want. Then they get it, and then they don't want it anymore. Now he's an
once they-
asshole.
That's a
once they-
ploy. When men do that, that's a ploy. You telling me, oh, nah, I'll fuck your world up. They know women are going to fall into that. Like, they do that on purpose. It's a ploy. That's all a ploy. We've all done that. Nah,
All right.
I'm fucked up. We've all done that.
But you want honesty, right? This is the first, just the first verse. Lady, I don't know how you've known me for a month, but now you want to be my bitch.
You know I ain't shit.
You want me all to you. You don't know what I come with. First of all, why you want to be with me after a month? You don't even know me.
I might know you better.
You have
than
no
by
idea what I come with. I don't mean to put you down, but how I know you down if you wasn't around? I don't know you. Maybe I'm asking for too much. You offering love. I don't think that's enough. That's
We don't
honesty.
talk about that enough. We don't talk about love not being enough.
Love is never enough. Love is never enough. That's
love's
love is a
never
cool caveat to like shit, but that ain't never ever.
Love
enough.
is like
Icing on the cake.
when you spend a night at your homeboy crib and he just give you a sheet, but it's cold.
Like you got a sheet.
It's like, yo, he gave me a sheet. Son ain't had me out here looking crazy, but this sheet ain't enough. Like,
Yeah.
It's a brick in here. That's kind of what love is. You need a pillow. You need some more layers.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
And then you don't really want to be my lady. You know it's more than just driving Mercedes. Cool, whatever. That I know Dream wrote that line. That's a Dream line. These hoes gonna call and drive you crazy. All right, more honesty. Rigorous honesty if people have been to AA. These hoes are gonna call you and drive you crazy. I'm fucking other women. Are you sure you want to do this? This is not toxic. This is real honesty to me. Meanwhile, SZA over here contradicting herself and treating this man like pure shit, fucking with his mind, and men over here being mad honest.
Men. Look at the men you're claiming to be mad honest.
On Friday, Brent represented men, SZA represented women. And y'all looking crazy out here.
Y'all down.
Ain't no
Demaris
y'all.
quiet now.
Ain't no like fuck out of here. No, don't everybody in the room look at me. Ain't no y'all.
Oh, man. That's funny. Shout out to Brent, though,
This
man.
shit ain't nothing new. I got too much I could lose. Gotta be careful with who you choose, bars, all this shit. Cause this ain't like the life you had with your old dude.
This ain't it. This is something
Like
totally
I'm
different.
different. You can't hang
Can't
with this
run-
lifestyle.
You can't run the same game you was running on that nut. I'm different. I'm built different. This shit gonna hurt.
This is a very beautiful song by Brent. There's nothing toxic about this. This is not his style. Like he maybe had a revelation. He's really out. He went to therapy and was like, I can't lie to these hoes no more. I gotta tell him straight up.
I don't think he did that.
Brent went to therapy.
Yeah, see.
Why you don't think Brent went to therapy?
Nah. Nothing about Brent says he goes to therapy.
This does to me. He mad honest his whole record.
So do you think the rest of the album is gonna be like this, or you think this
God, I
is the
hope
one
not.
fucking done?
I
Exactly.
need them
No.
toxic part.
Yeah,
Exactly.
nah, Brent, don't
No,
do
Brent,
it.
get out of this.
Here.
No,
Yeah.
this record is fire though. Mercedes, I do love. I do want
Yeah, it's a
Brent
good record.
to stay with the toxic shit though.
That's a good record. We need a project from Brent.
But that's how I know. That's how I know women are more toxic than us. Because I saw all the reviews on Twitter and shit of this record. Like, oh, Brent is back with the toxicity. No, he's not. He was mad honest with y'all. There's nothing toxic about saying, "Hey, I know you want to be with me, but I'm fucking mad hoe."
But
Honesty can be toxic.
Yeah, I was about to say honesty can be toxic.
I need y'all
though.
to stop
Yeah.
that.
Honesty
that
can be
rhetoric.
honesty can be
How?
toxic.
Just how I said, when people say brutally honest, like honesty shouldn't be brutal. Sometimes it is. Sometimes toxic. Sometimes honesty is toxic.
No, honesty can be harsh and honesty can be mean. You can be an asshole with your honesty. It cannot be toxic. There's nothing toxic about telling you the truth. My delivery could be from an asshole point of view, but I'm not toxic for telling you the fucking truth.
No, your actions are what's toxic. Just because you're honest about your actions don't make your actions right. Your actions are toxic. And then you choose to go
You're
and
a
sing about
participant
it.
in them.
Okay.
If I'm saying, hey, I'm fucking a bunch of girls and you still want to fuck me, who's toxic here?
If you know, and this is a thing,
She's
I've
toxic.
talked to you and
that's
multiple of my
because
other
she's fucking a
homeboys
bunch of
about
dudes.
this. No.
Okay.
Well, at the end of the day, if you are going to a girl, if you're
show
going
me them
to a
results
girl
from CityMD.
Yeah.
and saying, yo, I fuck with mad bitches, you still want to fuck me? And you allow this girl to fuck with you, knowing that she's gonna get wrapped up in you, you dead ass wrong. Because you know the girls that's
She
gonna
ain't
get
a
wrapped up
child.
in you.
She can't make her own rational
You
decision.
If I tell you, yo,
know
listen.
toxicity is gonna come from it before you fuck her. You know she gonna be fucked up afterwards.
That's
so
the
why
best
do
sex.
it?
And I'm
'Cause
being
that's
honest, and you know what it is.
That
No,
is
it's not.
Thank you.
That is
Thank
toxic.
you.
That's
Thank
toxic.
you.
No, she's toxic.
Okay.
If I tell you what it is, I'm not toxic. I could be an asshole. Yes, you can be honest and be an asshole and be a mean person. Nothing about me saying exactly what it is toxic.
Rory, you talking to the say what it is king. That's how I maneuver in relationships.
So do you think you're toxic?
I've been called toxic.
That don't mean you're toxic though.
Yeah.
You could be a dickhead.
Yeah, but I think what Demaris is saying is if you know that you basically don't have any real intentions with this woman, and you don't really see a future.
That's what Brent is saying.
But the woman needs to take accountability because if you're telling her that and she still wants to fuck with you, but I guess what Demaris is saying is
toxic to
as a
herself.
guy, yeah, but I think Demaris is saying as a man, you should just be like, yo, listen, you don't fuck, leave me alone. Like this is not going to end good for you.
Why?
I mean, I don't know.
If I'm in a space
Listen,
where
I don't
because
do it.
when she's coming and trying to bust out your windows at 3:00 in the morning, you want to sit up there and scream, "You're fucking crazy! Why would you do this?" It's like, yo, you know I was fucking crazy before you started fucking me, and you knew that. So what's up?
And that's my choice.
Okay,
I made that
accept
choice.
your role in the toxicity.
Yeah, I think that's what you're not doing.
He ain't doing that.
If I'm telling this chick why we fucking, you the only one, I love you, like I can see us being together, all that shit, now I'm toxic.
No, you're
if I say, yo, I'm fucking other girls, and if you want to stay and fuck with me too, I'm telling you this is going nowhere. But if you want to continue to fuck, I like fucking you. I'm cool with that. And if you say yes,
That's me.
who, like, if anything, you're the toxic person. I'm not the toxic person.
See, I be trying to tell girls they toxic.
And if you bust my windows out after me giving you straight honesty and you staying after my honesty, you're a fucking psycho. You should go seek help.
Sometimes the problem is though, I think people we're not all the way honest with each other. Because I think that, you know, sometimes you tell a girl, yo, you know, this is just a physical thing and whatever. But then you start doing not just physical shit with her. You start bringing her around family and you start taking, you know, her on trips and shit like that. And you low-key falling into a relationship at this point.
I like trips. You want to come? Bet.
Nah, you see, you can't see.
You gotta let Rory get his bullshit off. Rory is
I like
bullshit,
trips is
yo.
funny. I got that off before now that I think about it. I like trips. Come on, let's go take a trip together. But
if I tell you exactly what it is, and you cool with it, and I also like going to DR,
yeah,
and I like fucking you, and I like your company. What the fuck is wrong with taking you to DR?
Nah, but sometimes, listen, Rory, for the record, I'm just, I'm you, you're me. Like, you're describing me. I just want you to be clear. But I'm just trying to see it from the angle of, I could sort of understand how it is some toxicity on our part in that as well, though. Because, like, you could tell a girl, yo, listen, this is just physical, nothing serious, we just having a good time, whatever. But then, you know, she at the crib a few days out of the week. She got some clothes there, a couple trips.
This is where society.
Once you take the rub off, you already know what that is.
This is come on, whoever put one on. But
see,
this is the
toxic.
This is where society has made shit toxic. Okay, it shouldn't be black and white in the sense that if we're not in a relationship and we are just fucking right here, right? Mm-hmm. There's no middle ground where we're just fucking and I still treat you like a human being.
No, absolutely.
Like, it shouldn't be,
Rory,
I just fuck you and then leave. Like, why can't I treat you like a fucking human being and respect you and still fuck you and us not be in a relationship?
Listen, I don't have the answers, bro. I am you. You are me.
The standard should not be, oh my God, he treated me like a human being. He must want to be my boyfriend.
He must love me.
No, I respect you and I'm sleeping with you and I like your company. I don't sleep with people I don't like their company.
But you don't want a relationship. I'm just, Rory, if you haven't noticed, I'm asking you the questions the women ask me.
Two things can be true. Yes, I don't want a relationship. I like you as a person. I like your company. I like laughing with you. I like chilling with you. And I like fucking you.
But why don't you see anything serious with me?
Because if we get in a relationship, we are going to get to the toxic place where we're going to hate and resent each other.
I think we're
So I'm trying to save.
I think we're there now.
Well, I mean, you just got the text message.
I think we're there now, Rory.
Look what Sis is doing to our women.
Oh, man. It's a crazy time.
To y'all. That's what she's doing to y'all. Don't put us
To who?
What
do you think Scissor's dude text her after that record came out?
Knock it
LOL.
off.
I was gonna go LOL.
Knock it off. What time you getting over here?
Yeah. Matter of fact, you probably didn't have to text her.
Okay,
she was probably at the crib.
Yeah. Definitely. When the album came out, she was definitely in the bed with him. That'd be the bar. Like, you hear the album with her, you like, who you talking about? Because that ain't our relationship. Like, you don't be doing all of that. Like,
yo, that's the thing. I don't know if I could date
an artist, a creative.
Oh, she gonna tear your ass up in them songs.
No, I don't mind getting tore up. I'm fine with that. Tear me up because I know it's about me.
You.
I'm talking about a girl.
How collectively the whole room.
Yeah.
Still.
And aren't you supposed to be God? God can't say pause.
God sees everything.
Can't say pause.
God's supposed to love everybody. It'd be them lines that ain't about me.
Yeah.
And why you said it with such conviction.
Who you talking about?
Mind your business.
You got to start asking these women, these artists, like, yo, who you talking about?
And I was thinking about that with My Cricket Letter too. I don't know if I could date an actress. I'm starting to think, I never thought I was insecure. I might be insecure. If I see you, I see you getting fucking like how good of an actress are you in some of these sex scenes? I know you're an actress. I have to respect your craft. I'm dating somebody. I've signed up. I know that you may have to do a scene with another guy, make out, and fake fuck. Mm-hmm. Don't ask me to watch and support your show though.
So you couldn't watch your girl in a sex scene?
That might be the time I go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I'm here to support your show, babe. Like all that, but like let me know the parts.
Got you.
Like it might be a long piss too, depending on what. If it's power,
Yo,
they gonna be fucking for a while. Like what type of show is this?
is this power? Insecure be getting some cute little scenes off too. Cute little sex scenes off.
Nah, Insecure. They may kind of rival Power. Power be trying to do some porn shit. Insecure be fucking like how I fuck. I could tell they like each other.
No, Insecure, I could tell they don't like. Insecure, I could tell like it's weird because I know that cast, they really fuck with each other. Like they look like they hang out on
for sure,
off days.
For sure,
so it's like some of y'all really fucking for real.
Stop.
I'm not.
They're
I think
all
that too.
married. The majority of them are
What
married.
that mean, though?
Maul.
What that mean?
Oh, you are stop.
Let's have them conversations. I'm married. What that mean?
If you on set, when am I out of character? Because I'm not married when I'm in
Yeah,
character.
like you married. Okay, I ain't trying to like break that up, but like,
Well, Laura's like white women and Issa's black. So
What have
but
you
what
watched
that
Insecure?
mean,
That
though?
happened once.
what do you mean? What happened? No, in real life,
Oh.
the actor. The
I don't know what
actor,
Lawrence be doing in his real time.
yeah,
How you know? What? Don't put that on him.
He's married.
Maul and I have been
He's
making people
married
gay all day. You can't
he's
make him a
married
white
to-
woman
he's
lover.
married to a white woman and he has a history of dating white women.
so what that mean? He don't like black women?
I didn't say he didn't like black women.
I
said
think that's
he
exactly
likes-
what you said.
No, what I said was he likes white women. He prefers white
No,
women.
he liked those white.
I think he likes women. He just ended up marrying a white woman,
And has a history of white women.
dating white women.
Which
He doesn't have any black
his
women.
whole
he dated?
facts like.
So there's no black women that he dated.
I don't.
No, I'm asking you. I don't know.
No, not that in public.
They just
that
found the
anyone
white
has
women.
Seen. Yeah.
You see how that works? They
Now,
just found all the white women.
Put Dr. Umar next to fucking Maul right now, please.
I'm just saying, if a woman wanted to find all the Spanish women that I've dated and say, yo, he only likes Spanish women, I've dated plenty of black women. That's not fair, is what I'm saying. Like, don't just find the Spanish women.
Okay.
That's all. But I'm saying if they saying he has a history, then okay, whatever. But I do feel like a lot of that cast, they hang out, they're really cool with each other.
I don't know why having a history is just funny to me.
Well, we don't have
Yo,
a
he
history.
has a history.
Well, everybody has a history. We all have a history. But I'm just saying I don't know if he has a history with just only dating white women. But I mean, if that's his preference, cool, whatever.
Well, respectfully, Issa in this season, I don't know, like especially looks like really, really good.
Issa-
What's my
Like,
girl's name?
Issa is
The,
fucking beautiful. She's such a
the
beautiful
funny
woman.
heavy set one. I don't like to say heavy set. The thick.
Kelly.
Kelly. I love Kelly.
Kelly is
she needs her
fucking
own
hilarious.
fucking show.
Kelly is hilarious.
She needs her own fucking show. She directed one of the last episode I think I saw. I think that was her first directorial debut.
She's super talented.
I think she's a
She can be a
star.
star.
I think she needs her own show spinning off of Insecure. Yo, did you see the DMX documentary?
I did. I watched it. I watched it on Saturday.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I thought it was really good. I mean, it was definitely a chopping onions type of thing.
It was definitely I didn't cry, but it was definitely emotional. It was especially the way it ended.
Yeah,
Like it was like damn, like because in watching it, you knew like damn, X is he passed away, and you watching it and seeing like the last few months of his life. But the end of it was like damn, like it's really X is really gone. Like that's when it became like emotional for me.
yeah. I think with him with his youngest daughter through most of it made me feel really fucked up. His son, which I thought now in retrospect, obviously because he's passed, but his son being on there talking about all the shit they went through, obviously we're getting to a place that he's cool with talking about it,
Yeah.
and they can really reconcile.
It was good
with-
to see that.
Yeah. So I guess the kids thing is what really fucked me up because I that's not the only child of X that has come out when he was alive saying shit like, hey, we have a weird, never disrespectful, but hey, we have a weird relationship. And the fact that now they can't continue that relationship when it finally got to a good place is what fucked me up the most. Like, damn, he's finally got to a great place with all his kids.
Yeah.
To really have that relationship with all of them, and now he can't have that. So I feel like those kids got. We talk about that abandonment shit.
Yeah.
Obviously, death is not abandonment, but you're feeling that twice.
Yeah.
Like that's gotta.
Just when you thought
That's-
you had a relationship there,
He's gone.
it's
Like
gone.
that. That's what fucked me up through that doc the whole time. It was the kids thing.
Yeah,
But-
it was beautiful to see that with his oldest son, and him telling him how he was proud of the man that he had become. I thought that was special. Just seeing, first of all, black men talk to their sons in that type of manner is important. But after knowing the history of the relationship with DMX and his kids, when they were on Iyanla, how do you say her name? Iyanla Van Zant?
Ayanla.
I can't say-
Ayanna.
Ayanla.
Ayanla. When they did his show together, you saw how that ended, and it was like a big viral moment on the internet. So to see where they were at towards the end of DMX's life and how, you know, them hanging out, him telling him he's proud of him and showing love and things like that. I thought that was special, and that was definitely one of the most emotional parts of the documentary. But they did a great job with it. Yeah. And it's surreal. Like, you almost don't, because DMX is not somebody that we see every day or was heavy on the internet. So to see, like, yo, he's really gone. It's like, it was real emotional, and it was like, damn, man. But, you know, it was beautiful to see that he had mended those relationships with his kids. That was dope.
Yeah, when he went into Def Jam to sign that contract with his lawyer and Steve Rifkin, I had mixed feelings about that scene. For the people that haven't seen it, X goes into Def Jam. Steve Rifkin was managing him at the time. I forgot his lawyer's name. And I believe he was signing for a Christmas album and one album. And X goes in there, and the lawyer's like, "Do you want to go through everything?" And X is like, "I don't care. I'll just sign it." And Steve Rifkin's like, "No, let's go through the points." Yeah. I have mixed feelings because that sucks, because we know what that is. But X just coming out of jail, him, when he was saying that, was holding his daughter and like running around with his daughter. I did feel good that X, I think, found the shit that's important to him, and he doesn't care. Like, all right, if this is what I'm owed to get some bread, I know what's important to me, and it ain't the shit y'all talking about. Yeah. Now that, of course, leaves you open to get fucked. Yeah. And taken advantage of. But it was so nice to be like, dog, I'm with my daughter. Like, I'm so happy to just be here.
Yeah, I think
this is what's important to me. If this is what y'all need, bet. Just make sure we got food, and I'm fine.
I think DMX was just at a point where he had experienced so much in the industry and the business, and like you said, it was just like, fam, this doesn't matter to me. I'm working on having a better relationship with my kids, being a better father. All of this is like, y'all could read every page till we fucking turn blue. I'm getting fucked in the end somewhere, because first of all, that's what record labels do. Yeah, they rob us, they steal from us. So yeah, that was it was good to see that, and but more importantly, I just like the way they portrayed X in that documentary. I love the way his portrayal in that documentary. It was real family, which is something he always talked about. Going back to, you know, was it the group home that they grew up in? Yep. Going back to that, to the campus, and him seeing everything, talking to the kids that were there now, telling them to take advantage of those opportunities, because, you know, in those moments, those kids probably feel like nobody cares about them.
Of course.
And somebody like DMX coming back saying, yo, I was here, I lived here, and like, let me tell you, like, take advantage of this. This is an opportunity. Don't look at it like this is a negative thing. Yeah. Seeing all of that was dope. So prayers to DMX, prayers to his family, his friends.
And even right before the scene, he went to the group home. He went back to his projects and let everybody rap. I lived right in that building.
Talk to the dudes from the neighborhood. Yeah, it was dope, man. It was dope.
X was a special soul, man. Like that. I will say, out of any person that's died that I did not know personally, X by far was the one that fucked me up the most. Yeah. Like, by far.
Because you kind of felt like the change was happening.
And X, I mean, I've said publicly for years before he had passed, X has always been in my personal top 10. Like, X, I've always, X, like, was the first rapper during my childhood. Like, everyone had to be, like, the fucking flashy, crazy shit. X was like, oh, shit, you could be this type of person and be a rapper. Like, I connected with X way more than I connected, even though Ho was my favorite rapper, I identify with X way more than I identify with Jay-Z. Right. So he was always that to me. So it was always a different level with X. Like, that's one of my favorite rappers ever. So when he passed, I felt like a family member passed.
It's just funny hearing you say that, because you so much younger than me, and I know when I first heard X on, was it 4321? Like, I know what that did. I know what that did for us. Like, we played that shit all day on the block. Like, we just kept playing that. One of the homies had a Honda hatchback, and we was playing that shit all day long. Nah, that was the only song we played. And it was like, yo, who is this dude? Yeah. Like, just his energy, his presence. And from that day on, you know, DMX was just a living legend, man.
Yeah, because I mean, shit, I think the first two CDs I didn't buy. my mom bought, but I went and said, Mom, I want these, was Volume 3. She had bought me Volume 2 before, but that was a gift. Volume 3 when I went, and There Was X were the first 2 albums that I ever picked out myself. And There Was X, as much as I love Volume 3, I resonate more with Volume 3 now as an adult. When I was a kid, and There Was X, like, you couldn't tell me nothing about that. That album was my fucking Bible.
That's crazy because you were just so young. But
I was fucking 11 maybe.
Listen to
Of course.
Yeah, but the documentary was dope, man. They did a great job.
Sorry, Dope Man didn't really do it for me.
That's not the one that stuck out to you? Yeah.
I do love Volume 3 though, but X, it was tough to watch because, again, that's one of the only people I've met in passing and said hello, but that I never knew that, like, that was like watching a family member pass.
Yeah. But they did a good job with that, his portrayal in that documentary, definitely. So yeah, if you haven't seen DMX documentary on HBO Max, check it out. It's worth it. I love the way they portrayed him in that. Did a great job.
For sure. All right, and not non-sad, but still the same era. Bone Thugs 3-6.
Yeah, it went versus, huh?
Finally, somebody versuses.
Finally, we got what we've been waiting for.
Finally, someone throws a bottle.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about it, but we kind of been waiting for the rappers that did the verses to pop, like somebody to pop off and get a little tension in the room. We got it with Gucci and Jeezy, but that was just like we thought that was gonna be like
scary.
I was scared.
Yeah.
I was scared.
But
I was nervous in my kitchen, and they were in a whole nother state.
Yeah, but we finally got some little fisticuffs.
Yeah, I think Dream and Sean Garrett would have held it down for R&B if they were in the same room.
Oh God, yeah, they would have went to blows.
I think so.
They would have went to blows for sure. But yeah, Bone Thugs and 3-6 Mafia. Busy Bone had a intro to the verses that he felt like he wanted to get off, and he just expressed, "Listen, I'm not gonna just stand here and let y'all do that."
Yeah,
I don't even know why he felt like they were gonna do that.
I feel like there was maybe some banter behind the scenes.
Okay.
And he was establishing something
from the gate. I like it. I'm gonna set the tone. Listen, we not doing that. I'm not about to stand here and let y'all just sit up here and, you know what I mean? And then Juicy J went crazy, and once you do that, like Demaris invite you to the Frank stand, it was like
it was a lot.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Like
that's a line. That's one of those lines.
On Uncle Charlie, you're not about to do that.
That's one of those lines you can't cross. And it's funny looking back, like you laugh, but in that moment I was like, oh, this might end. Like I didn't think they were going to be able to finish that.
I mean, I'm glad that they kind of held back because they did the little, back and forth pushing.
But it's just funny.
I don't want to advocate for violence because I always don't want violence to happen.
For sure. No, we could joke about it.
Specifically
but no,
with weapons. Mm-hmm. I'm always for a fair one.
Yeah. Fight, fist.
I'm always I don't think there's shit wrong with fights if they're warranted. Mm-hmm. I think people fighting for no reason is corny. But I did want like somebody. I ain't like the little pushing match.
But
somebody throw something.
But if you look back at it and they just had a little piece of caution tape. And them niggas was acting like they didn't want to cross the caution tape. I'm like, if y'all don't break that little piece of tape and get it on, like, dudes are sitting there pushing, right up. It's like, yo, move, just rush these dudes.
You ever seen some spots that can't afford the big security guards?
Absolutely.
And they just got like the regular guys, they just wear all black?
Yeah.
And then you see somebody get stopped by them, be like, come on, you can get past him.
You could have easily pushed him, threw him out the way.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. They didn't really want to fight, but again, once you tell a grown man, you invite him to the Frank stand.
And then you gotta know.
Shit. You gotta know what's happening after that. At that point, that's what you want. You want violence.
Because y'all don't have the relationship Lox and Dipset have with each other and had a pre-conversation like, yo, we'll get chippy with each other.
It was some chippy shit being said in the Lox versus.
Oh, no.
But nobody ever invited nobody to the Frank stand. I think that would have tipped it over the edge.
100%.
Yeah, that's just one of those things in our culture. You can't say that. You can't say that.
I mean, I didn't watch the verses. I don't know who won.
Bone Thugs won.
Did they?
Absolutely.
Why you saying
you the only person saying that. Everybody I saw said that 3-6 won.
Come on, man. Stop.
Wait, was Juicy allowed to play all his shit too?
Yes.
Bone Thugs won?
Yeah.
I'm more of a Bone Thugs fan than I am personally than a 3-6 fan.
Okay, well, there's no definitive winner. I feel like Bone Thugs won. I love 3-6. Obviously, Juicy J, they have
legends,
classic records. I feel like Bone Thugs won.
I like to see Juicy, like, because Juicy, we know now, is back to iconic and all. Juicy J, we know his legendary status, who he is. It was nice to see him in a little chippy situation, like at a versus. Like, nah, there's still gonna be some 3-6 shit.
You still gonna get crazy in here.
Yeah. Because you are a legend.
Yeah, but I understand it. But Juicy J gotta know if you tell another man some shit like that. Which, and if the tables were turned, if somebody told Juicy J that, it would have been the same thing. So, that was fair. I'm pretty sure he knew that was something that was going to be the reaction that was going to happen.
I mean, I'm observant, so I don't know if I ever want to fuck with the crew where I know one of y'all shot each other and y'all still cool.
Yeah, because at that point, y'all willing to do anything.
Like, Crazy Bone shot, I think, Lazy with a shotgun. Shot him. And they straight. No, yo, it's my bad, ain't nothing.
Yeah.
I'm scared of that crew. That's a crew I don't want to fight.
Yo, you all right? You tough, right? That type of shit. Yeah, you tough, right?
You shot me with a shotgun.
You tough. Don't worry about that shit. Put a Band-Aid on that shit. We'll be all right. Yeah, but I think Bone Thugs won, though.
All right, I'm actually going to go back and watch it. I can see people
saying 3-6-1, but I think Bone Thugs.
I just thought it was a weird matchup with the sounds. Like,
Yeah, completely different sound.
Yeah, I don't know how to compare those two types of...
There's no comparison.
But I hope, again, I wasn't looking at Twitter when it happened. I do hope Bone Thugs really got their flowers.
Oh, no, they did. I think they did. I think people were reminded that night that, Bone Thugs is one of the most iconic groups in hip-hop history. For sure, without a doubt.
Because I always bring it back to 808s and Heartbreaks is why everything sounds the way it sounds now. And those flows, it's all Kanye, Wayne, and Chief Keef. I like those are the three that made the sound now. If we want to pull it back more, a lot of the flows people have, a lot of that melodic shit, not just Bone Thugs, it's busy. Like Bone Thugs really shaped a lot of what the sound is right now.
Absolutely.
And Do or Die too. I know y'all had y'all shit, but and Do or Die. Like that flow is still very much here.
Crucial Conflict too.
For sure.
Yeah, that whole 90s going into late 90s, those groups, they definitely, like I said, the first time, I think that was the first time
Hieroglyphics sort of in there too.
With Biggie and Bone Thugs. That record, I think that was the first time we heard Big rap with that type of cadence and flow. So yeah, Bone, their impression on the game and hip hop is legendary. Iconic group, and it was good to see them on the stage. They had a little fisticuffs in the beginning, but that's bringing that 90s energy back.
For sure.
Not mad at it.
I got punched in my eye at the whole B-Sides 2 show, and I was like, thank God somebody got punched.
Yeah, like, you just got to keep the energy. It's hip-hop at the end of the day. This is hip-hop, man. Somebody got to get punched. But yeah, I had Bone Thugs winning that.
I saw, the last time I went to Howard Homecoming for Yard Fest, I think it was the year before COVID, Bone Thugs was on the bill. And typically we don't have time to do Yard Fest because we do Palooza around the same time. But for some reason I was able to go, I specifically went to go see Bone Thugs. And Yard Fest for the most part is the college kids. Most of like the people that have graduated, whatever, is usually in the parking lot. But Yard Fest, like on the yard, is the kids that are at Howard and in DC. So Bone Thugs was on the bill. Like typically they've had Drake, 2 Chainz, like whatever kind of popping at the moment. And they did Bone Thugs. I was like, oh, my old ass is about to go up there. Watching all the student body of Howard stare at Bone Thugs in the what the fuck is this mode was one of the more enjoyment I've ever had. Meanwhile, I'm over there jamming.
Going crazy, yeah. Reliving your childhood.
But just Bone Thugs needs their flowers, man. And 3-6 as well, of course, but I feel like 3-6 has gotten a lot of their flowers. I just don't think Bone Thugs.
Well, Bone Thugs has, they had a lot of, things happen in their lives personally, jail time, drug addiction, things like that. That kind of got in the way.
Shooting each other.
Yeah, like that. Yes, that kind of got in the way and kind of, but that night on the verses, I think that, everybody kind of understood exactly how dope and important Bone Thugs and Harmony was to the culture.
And shout out to Steve Rifkin again. I saw him try to get in front of Juicy J. Steve, relax.
We got this. We got this one. Thank you though.
But yeah, shout out to Swizz and Tim. It's still going. I don't know how much they care about it anymore. Am I allowed to say that?
How much they care about it?
Well, Swizz was
am I putting words in people's mouth and they're gonna be like, how do you know how the fuck we feel? I just feel like they don't
Well, they
I
sold
think
it.
they got their bag off it and they continue to make it important for the culture. I just think they moved on.
Mm-hmm.
The same way we talk about the Ross rollout. Like, I don't know if he cares much.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel that way about Versus.
Right.
From them specifically, because they, partner with everybody, got their money, made a staple for it, and continues to make a staple in the culture with it. I just don't know if, like, you think Swizz and Tim watched?
Well, Swizz was inside the chat and he was saying,
Oh, was he?
nah.
Okay.
He said, I'm not stopping shit because I still remember.
Was he even in the same city? Was he stopping?
Well, he was being funny, but he said Busy had bit him back in the day.
Wait, what?
He said, I told y'all, he was saying, that nigga bit me before. So it was kind of like, niggas.
But why? Like, I'm not shocked by that. I could totally see Busy.
Nobody was. That's why I was kind of like, I could see that. You know what I mean? So because when that whole shit happened, Swiss was in the chat. He was like, look, I'm not stopping shit.
Yeah, I grew up around a lot of kids that were adopted and or in group homes, orphanages. I know so many busy bones in my life. Like, no, it's a specific
No, I got a
behavior.
cousin that's busy bone.
Like,
Yeah.
I know busy bone.
Yeah.
I don't know him, but I know him.
We all do. We all know a busy bone. Trust me. One of my cousins is definitely busy bone. He just can't rap, but he's busy bone. 100%.
Oh, shout out to Bone Thugs, man. I love Bone Thugs. Is there anything else we have to cover?
No, not that I can think of.
Yeah.
We are going to Detroit. We're not going to tell y'all why, but we're going to Detroit. We are going to Detroit
Yeah.
just to get some Jets pizza.
Have
That's
some
it.
fun. Have some fun in Detroit for a couple of days.
We got.
You lived in Detroit for a little while. Did you?
Well, not
Did you
Detroit.
maybe hit-
Troy, Michigan. But yeah.
Well, I
same
mean,
shit.
it's
Yeah.
the metropolitan area.
Yeah.
Did you hit a few people like, yo, I'm back in town? Like,
God,
where you
no.
at?
God, no. No.
Because Detroit women are slept on. I love Detroit women.
It's some real pretty women in Detroit, for sure. Absolutely. But it's pretty women everywhere.
Carl, no.
Oh, we don't even want to talk about. We ain't got to talk about Carl. Carl, we ain't got to talk about Carl. Carl is just crazy, man.
Can I tell that story one day?
Yeah, you can tell.
I'll tell when we get back from Detroit.
All right, cool.
But can you be on the mic for it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Look at Carl.
No.
Carl, like,
Carl
yeah.
has a very wild story of group sex in the beautiful city of Detroit. Detroit women are interesting, man. I really like Detroit women. They're very
I do
cool.
too.
They're very down to earth. They're very pretty. Like, I fuck with Detroit women heavy.
Yeah.
I think they're one of the most
Yeah, everyone I've met
slept
from
on
Detroit
city
is pretty
women.
cool.
Like,
Yeah.
we all know Houston's, all that shit, Atlanta. Detroit has amazing women.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if you was doubling back on any one of them. And
No. That's been way too. That was
not the
6
woman
years ago.
that texted you, I hate you.
Oh no,
She's not from Detroit.
No.
What do you
Thank
think?
God.
Can I fly her to Detroit?
No, please no. Don't fly her anywhere. But yeah, Detroit is cool. We had a good time in Detroit. Especially like, in the places that we frequent. Birmingham was cool. Good cigar bar there.
Okay.
Good steakhouse in Birmingham.
But you're vegan. And don't.
No, I wasn't vegan back then. This is it was I remember we went to a soul food spot. I've been trying to remember the name of it. But it was a soul food spot. We heard that this spot was like amazing. Everybody's like, "Yeah, gotta go there, gotta eat there." We go there, and this is why I love Detroit. We go there, we pull up. The entire restaurant is bulletproof.
Naturally.
And I'm talking about they serving some of the best fucking wings and collard greens, but you got to order behind a bulletproof. And I'm like, wait, this is, you go to a soul food spot, it's like family. That's like my uncles and them. Like, what? Everything bulletproof. I said, oh, this food about to be crazy.
Of
And
course.
the food is good.
It's mixed with gunpowder.
Come
That
on,
shit is
like,
delicious.
you got it. I can't remember the name of it, but the food was amazing. It was another spot. I think it was called Beans and Cornbread.
Okay.
We used to go to that was really good. And it was another spot. I can't remember the name, but yeah, Detroit.
Sweetwater wings are amazing. Across from St. Andrews. Love that spot. One time we was in Detroit. I was in Detroit for Palooza, and we were staying downtown. And I know 8 Miles iconic or whatever, but that's still just a major highway at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it's far. We drove all the way to 8 Mile for the strip club because my man knew, I guess, the owner or some shit. It's a Friday night time when the strip club would be packed, like 1 a.m. type of shit. We walk in, beautiful strip club, brand new. Not a soul in there but the strippers. They immediately run to us like they knew we was coming. I tapped my man. I said, yo, we about to get lined up. I'm leaving right now.
No, they ran to y'all because it wasn't nobody there. They was trying to get their bills paid.
No, they wasn't. They knew we was coming.
Oh, she didn't say Rory.
Yeah, no, they knew he was
Rory.
coming. They knew he was
said
coming.
Rory. Like, you're like, oh, okay. How does this
Because it's
woman
strip
know me?
clubs that I would walk into and be like, I understand why no one's in here.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like they closed shop that night just to line us up.
They only opened it just for y'all to walk in there?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
I got far the fuck out of there.
Legendary strip clubs in Detroit.
Oh,
legendary.
Some of the best.
Oh,
Some of the best
God.
food too.
Yeah, legendary. So yeah, shout out to Detroit. We'll be in Detroit for a couple of days. And then right back to the city.
Doing some training,
You know what I mean? Get in the gym a little bit. Let's get in the gym, man.
figure out how to defend ourselves.
We
Yeah,
had a
doing
couple-
Detroit, then
Couple fun episodes we have.
yeah, we
coming
actually
up.
have some shit in the next few days. We out to Detroit tomorrow. Then we fly right back to sit with somebody for our Saturday episode. I'm excited. This week is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, look at us being not hermits.
Yeah, and we're skipping the Drake and Ye show for episode purposes because we have so much going on.
Mm-hmm.
Should we give away our tickets
Yeah,
or
we
sell
should.
them?
Nah, let's give them away.
I like give it away.
I'm not selling no tickets, man.
That is weird.
That's like somebody asked me for some weed one time, and I gave him like some weed. I was smoking, and I gave him because I usually have like the cones already rolled it on me. So I gave him. I'm like, I'm not sharing a joint with a man. I'm not doing that. So I gave him his own weed. I don't know him.
Oh, okay.
I don't know him, and then to be like now, before COVID, but now with COVID, it's like, fam, I'm not smoking after you. But I gave him the joint.
Mm.
He's like, yo, good looking. How much I got for you? I'm like, what you mean? He's
It's
like, how much?
respectable.
Fam, I don't sell weed. Fam. Like, what you mean? How much I'm gonna charge you for this joint?
He was a
$20? Like, come on, nah.
You know the hip hop cops? He was a podcast cop.
Nah,
They following you
he was like, oh nah, nobody ever just gave me weed before. I was like, you gotta get some new friends.
because
man.
you rich.
No, it's just weed, bro.
People pass out turkeys. You pass out weed.
It's just a joint.
You
I
get an
promise
eighth. You get an eighth. You get a cone. You get a cone.
Yo, so we gonna be back.
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna let
mope-
y'all.
We're back Thursday, Friday. They'll hear from us Friday.
They will.
Yeah.
With a guest that I don't know their religion, but we won't be talking about religious shit.
No.
Nah, it's gonna be a wild guess. I can't wait.
Though I think he could play like a young Jesus in
Jesus of Nazareth.
a movie. He could play a young Jesus. I
He
think.
could play a young Jesus.
Jesus of Nazareth.
They're gonna guess who it is if we keep. They're gonna guess who it is. Off
I
that
could see
comment
he could
alone.
play a young Mel Gibson in like the revamp of The Passion of Christ. He could.
Why he gotta
I'm
play Mel
bugging.
Gibson when Mel Gibson was playing Jesus? Why he can't just play Jesus?
Yo, Mel Gibson is crazy.
I love Mel Gibson. Icon.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this though, but did anyone like listen to any of those tapes and like kind of feel him sometimes? Never mind, forget it.
Yeah, we be back Friday.
Yeah, I'm up. Yeah. Will we be back Friday?
No, hopefully we're back Friday.
All right, depending on how, knock on wood for real, depending on how Detroit goes, I hope we make it back. Because we are putting ourselves in the line of fucking danger.
Yeah.
Not because of Detroit, of what we're doing in Detroit.
Yeah. Y'all
No,
was
it's gonna
wild.
be
Talking
fun.
some, yeah, Demaris, I was never coming to Detroit. I said, nah, I didn't budget that.
I didn't like that you said that so
I didn't
quickly
put
to
that
me.
in
I
the
was like, yo, you
budget.
want to come? And you're like, nah, I'm cool. I'm like,
what
what?
the fuck? No, I'm good.
That should be fun.
Yeah.
Detroit
Y'all
is a
go-
good time.
Y'all go have fun.
Carl, you still got the numbers from them chicks?
Look at what Rory asked
Look
me.
at what Rory tried to. Y'all there for 24 hours.
I
only.
did not fuck anyone in Detroit. Carl had group sex. I was not part of the group.
They left you out?
I was home. By home, I mean the Westin.
All right. Well,
yeah, I hope that's where people go now. Since you love telling people where we stay when we go to city,
he
so
love doing that.
Let
That's-
everybody think
that's
that y'all
white
staying at the
people
West
shit.
in this time.
Listen,
It
Rory,
is.
one thing about our culture, we do not let people know where
Rory,
we're
you got
staying.
curtains yet?
Guys, what the Mondrian thing I understand, but we have said we stay at the Mondrian 10,000 times before.
No, you've said it.
No, we've said
I
it.
promise you, I've never said we were at the Mondrian. Never.
Well, we don't stay there anymore.
He was like, I love the
and
Mondrian.
we're not staying at the
Great
Westin.
food, the bar. I'm just like, okay, let them know where we be at. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's all good. We don't have those type of people looking for us.
I just
Listen.
want to let you guys know now.
Listen, outside of our live show in LA, people's security guards getting knocked the fuck out by our people. So I'm not worried about who's at the Mondrian.
Yeah, well, I ain't
No,
even.
I'm
Don't do that. Don't
Yeah.
do that. But y'all have a female on your team now, so y'all have women chasing after y'all. I have men. I don't.
Wait, you
You have to
got podcast dudes going after you?
you
Hold
have
on,
to
wait,
know.
wait,
Get
stumbled
your
into a
shit
topic.
off.
No, that's not what I'm
Get
saying.
your shit off.
I'm
You got the
saying
fellas
you have
coming
to
through?
You seriously, you have to be aware of
I'm
things
aware.
like that.
I know that.
No, I'm I'm with you.
I know that as well. Even though y'all let that girl get through.
That
ain't no y'all.
We gonna have a real no. We gonna revisit that.
Did we talk about it on the mic?
No. Please,
I'm here. I got time to edit. What's up?
No.
I'm here.
No.
Because she went to the right one.
No, we could talk about that on the next episode.
She went to the right one.
Yeah, she did. But we could talk about that the next episode.
We here now.
No, we can talk about that.
You ain't got nothing to do.
Hey, she brought merch.
Everyone was wearing it. Changed at the show.
Nah, Benner said at one point he thought that she worked with us, so she could have went up to Loyan and was like, "Yo, yeah, I'm with the team."
I thought she worked with y'all. I thought she was one of y'all friends.
Nah.
I thought she was with Carl.
I really thought Carl or Peach brought some bitch back to the hotel. That's really what I thought.
We'll talk about it in full on the next episode, but I'll leave it this way. The entire team was on the same elevator with Shorty, and everyone on the elevator thought she was with somebody on the elevator, and she wasn't with anyone on the elevator.
She wasn't with anybody.
I want to let y'all know I was not in the elevator because I would have asked who she was there for.
Yeah.
I'm the only one with a brain.
I wasn't on the elevator with her either, though.
Nah, me and Maul.
Oh,
I wasn't on
it was me,
The blacks.
Carl, Peach, Benner, and her. Yeah, okay. Wait, you wasn't on the elevator with us?
Nah.
First of all, the Mondrian elevators is only...
It's
But
4
so
people
big.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we damn near played corners, and she was in the middle.
Oh, so she was like right in the middle.
She was
y'all?
the center.
Oh my God.
It was like,
And Peach and Carl got off at their floor. I got off at mine. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. No, that was just bad business. It won't happen again though.
It sure will not.
Got to run a tight ship around here, people.
Oh, but instead invite a bunch of chicks that are going to ask me if I had an abortion into my room instead.
Y'all
that
did
crazy
that.
chick from the elevator probably, she could have came in.
And fit right
She would have
in.
fit right in.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, this was fun.
Yeah,
To
man.
our Detroit fan base, maybe we'll see y'all out in them streets. See you at Jets.
No, we
See you
won't.
at the Coney.
We won't.
Yeah, we will, man.
I will not be in the streets.
We're going to defend the streets of Detroit.
No, we're going to film in Detroit.
and defend the streets of Detroit.
No, we're going to film and then right back to my hotel room.
You know, Detroit versus everybody. We gotta look after everybody.
We
We're Detroit now.
everybody?
No, we got.
we Detroit.
Yeah, we Detroit now.
That's sick. I don't know what the fuck I let Rory talk me into.
This is gonna be
Yo.
funny when y'all realize what we talking
Oh
about.
God. But all right, we'll be back Friday with a special guest. New music. Hopefully this Ross album, I'm scared, but hopefully it's amazing.
We shall see.
Well, let's give you time to sit with it. We'll talk about the Ross album Monday.
Did you
When we
talk to
come
Trick
in.
Trick? Because I didn't.
I talked to Royce,
Okay,
so
I did too.
everything's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Mayor Royce is okay.
Oh, y'all checked in?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Every
Okay.
time I went
As
to
y'all
Detroit, I've
should.
checked in.
Making sure.
Yeah.
I was so nervous the first time I went to Detroit. Royce was sober, and I was scared to invite him to a party that was centered around alcohol, but I had to check in. Yo, Royce, I'm gonna be there. Like, shit, cool, right?
Yeah.
Shit, cool.
Oh man.
Yo,
this should be
alright.
fun though. We'll have fun. We'll have a good time.
For sure. All right.
All right, so we'll
Check
see
out.
y'all Friday, man. Y'all be safe. Yeah, and talk to you soon. Love.
Have a good week.
No worry and now.